It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And welcome to Clopton High School. There you go, Chuck.
That's where we're at, isn't it? We got to figure out where we're at, and then we'll be able to do something. Yes, sir. We're at the 21st annual Clopton Invitational Basketball Tournament. Good evening, everybody. With April Fornick, I'm Chuck Brandstetter. I know that for sure. And we're at the Dale Miller Gymnasium tonight, where we have a couple of men's games for you. We'll start out with Monroe City and Silex, and we'll end up with the homestanding Clopton Hawks against Barat Academy. Let's take a quick break here on the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame. We'll be back. We'll have you starting lineups and more in just a minute.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us are looking for ways to save energy, but please don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a down power line after a storm. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water and don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative, online at quiver.com.
It's men's action tonight, opening round play. We start with Monroe City and Silex, and just a few minutes away from game time, so let's check today's Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Be sure to check out all the services your Pike County Health Department offers. Visit pikecountyhealth.org. Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, neighbors helping neighbors.
All right, and for the Silex Owls, they're coming into this one the number 8 seed in this contest. They're 1-9 on the season. It'll be number 10, Nathan Kinsey, getting the start tonight. He's a 6-foot junior. 5'11" junior, number 22, Brandon Peasel. Caleb Hudson, he's a 6'2" senior, wears number 30. Number 31, Joe Martin, a 6'1" senior. And rounding it out will be number 33, Charles Turbyville, a 6-foot sophomore. So again, for Silex, it will be Kinsey, Peasel, Hudson, Martin, and Turbyville. And for the top-seeded, undefeated Monroe City Panthers, it is number 1, Jordan Bischel. He is a senior guard for Monroe City. Sophomore, number 2, C.E. Talton gets the start tonight. Another sophomore, number 3, Blake Hayes. Senior, number 32, Michael Speaks. And junior, number 33, Michael Ryan rounds things out. So it'll be Bischel, Talton, Hayes, Speaks, and Ryan.
Those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups for this game. Check out all the services your Pike County Health Department offers. Visit pikecountyhealth.org. Remember, Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, neighbors helping neighbors. Well, just like last night, Monroe City, top-seeded, undefeated. Actually, the girls were not top-seeded, but they were undefeated. These boys are unbeaten on the year. They're 9-0, and they'll take on Silex, who is 1-9. We hope you'll enjoy the action. Stay tuned. We've got the game coming up from the 21st Annual Clopton Tournament in a moment here at thepeoplestribune.com.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department, neighbors helping neighbors.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
This is TribCast, coverage of high school basketball. Action from the hardwood on the peoplestribune.com is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by Young Enterprises Incorporated, Community State Bank, La Crosse Lumber Company, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, Sterling Lumber Company, Family Health Pharmacies, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, People's Bank and Trust, by County Market, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC, by Hannibal Clinic, Abel's Quick Shops, Lynn's Heritage House, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by Pike County Title Company, Wharf Construction, Center Locker Service, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Pepsi Cola Bottlers of Bowling Green, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Aircoat Convenience Centers in Bowling Green and Louisiana, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop. Now, coverage of high school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
With April Froelich, I'm Chuck Brandstetter here in the Bowling Green Tractor TribCast broadcast booth. Men's action tonight. Number 1 against number 8. Silex to go against Monroe City. Things went pretty well as planned last night in the girls' action. Clopton knocked off Wellsville 60-24. It was Ellsbury beating Winfield 32-25. Monroe City annihilated Louisiana 84-22. And Silex defeated Wright City by a score of 43-13. Tonight's boys action, Monroe City Silex, then Clopton Barat over in the old gym. Mark's doing Louisiana Wright City as we speak. And Wellsville will play Winfield in the other opener. Let's take a quick 30-second break. Back with the opening tip after this on TribCast.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, folks, it's time for the opening tip brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to start your next home improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. Be sure to visit a local yard next time you need a project started. Well, the Silex boys, they're ready to go. They're waiting for this tough Monroe City Ball Club to get in the circle, and here they come. Top-seeded and undefeated. I like that. I wish Silex was top-seeded and undefeated instead of Monroe, but nonetheless, that's the way it is. Speaks will be jumping center. He'll go up against Joe Martin. And here's our La Crosse Lumber Company opening tip. Easily controlled by the Panthers. Up across the line with it, number 2. This is C.E. Talton with the basketball. Good job of dribbling. Gets it off on the right wing with a pass to Bishel. Now on top to Hayes. Back to Bishel. Bishel tries to force it down underneath the Speaks. It's knocked out of bounds off of the Panthers, and it'll be Silex basketball.
They start the game with a turnover.
It's fine with me.
Indeed.
Let's root these Silex guys onto a big upset
Definitely.
tonight, huh? You betcha.
Go Big Green.
Coach Ham on the bench. Leads his club into action here in the opening round of the tournament. This is Michael Ryan with the basketball. Gets it off. Or pardon me, that was, I got to get my right team here just a second. Still early in the season, isn't it?
Yes, especially for us.
Brandon Peasel to Turbyville. Charles Turbyville. Working on the left wing, has to stop the dribble, comes out on top with a pass to Peasel. Brandon Peasel now. He stops a bit of trouble, gets it off to Martin. Martin swings the elbows a time or two. Now passes left wing. Pass intercepted, then knocked out of bounds. And it's off the hands of Talton. The Silex will get to keep it. Coach Ham up off the bench, waving his fingers like, you can't do that. No. Turbeville, double teamed over on the far sideline, gets it to Martin. Martin, good job of protecting the ball, now goes right side. In the corner. They try to feed it down low inside to Hudson, and it's stolen away. Here come the Panthers. Long pass up ahead to Bishel. Jordan Bishel back to Talton. He'll line up a three. That one's no good. High for the rebound, and putting it back in was that Mentor?
Logan Mentor.
Logan Mentor back in. He's one of those guys with, it's not his real name, but
that's right.
We'll get into that later. 2-0 Panthers on the bucket by Mentor. Now Bishel down to the baseline. He's cut off. Swings it back on top to Hayes. Over to Talton. Now Talton gets it back, lines up a tray, and he bangs one home. C.E. Talton. Are we for sure it's Charles Edward? No, okay.
That was my guess.
It's a good guess. I like it. Here he comes again. After his seals, Talton missed it. Gets his own rebound. The boy's doing everything. Puts it back up in the lane. Good. So Talton with 5 quick points. And it's Monroe City up by 7. Against the press, ball stolen. They did everything except the last pass correctly. Michael Speaks, gets it over to Bishel. Bishel lines up a long 2, and it's in. Makes it 9-0. Coach Ham wants a timeout. 5:19 to go in the first, 9-0. Monroe City over Silex on TribCast.
Winter wind is upon us. No need to shiver in the cold inside. Stop by your local Lacrosse Lumber Company and check out their complete line of new construction and replacement windows and doors. Matte and blown-in insulation to cut down on those high heating bills and help your family feel warm and cozy all season long. Getting the job done. Lacrosse Lumber Company in Bowling Green, Louisiana, Vandalia, and Clarksville, where project pricing and blueprint service are always available.
5:19 to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Monroe City. Understand these boys and girls from Monroe City both won their own tournament.
Yes.
Just a week or so ago, and that was the first time in, about 25 years that this happened. So.
And I guess the boys they went to state in football, some of these same players, so.
Yeah. Of course, we got the chance to see these guys. What was the district finals last year?
Yes.
Against Louisiana, I think it was. Looked pretty tough back then, too. There's a shot, no good. Put up by Hudson, and a rebound to Monroe City. Speaks, gets it off to Bishel. Bishel on the right wing, out high beyond 3, trips up over it, now gets it back. Now passes off to Talton. Talton to Speaks. We have a new player in. Number 4 is Zach Osborne. How about another 3 from Talton? That's short. Rebound to Silex. Nick Kinsey into the ball game. This is Martin to Turbeville. Turbeville working against Mentor. Still working against Mentor. Now has to stop. In a bit of trouble. Manages a pass off to Kinsey. Now Martin over on the right wing takes it down into the corner. Out front, dangerous pass, but it worked. Now Turbeville on the left wing. This defense is really, really good for Monroe City. And there's the carry. Brandon Peasel turns it over. Number 22 in for Monroe City, Nathan Mayer. He is a junior for the Panthers. So Jordan Bishel will bring it across the line. He's picked up by Joe Martin of the Owls. A left wing pass to Osborne. And a kick, and he'll stop play. 3:46 to go here in the opening quarter. 9-0. Panthers on top of the Owls. Osborne Gets the pass to Mayer. Goes down in the corner, and a long shot, no good by Bishel. Rebound, Osborne has it knocked around, picked up. And then that pass is stolen away, and we have a foul call. And this will be our first foul of the night, right?
Yes. It'll be on number 4, and that is Zach Osborne. That's his first, obviously.
Jake Adams into the ball game for Silex. He'll give Brandon Peasel a little bit of a rest. Ball in backcourt. Here's Adams. Nice spin move, double team, gets the pass off to Kinsey. Up ahead it comes to Hudson. Hudson spins, gets the pass on top to Kinsey. Nick Kinsey, a senior at 5'11". In trouble, the pass goes to Turbyville. Works down the baseline, puts it up off the side of the backboard. The ball comes out to the Panthers. Here's Michael Speaks. Speaks all the way to the hole with the layup, and it rolls off. No good. And high for the rebound is Adams for Silex. Jake at the top of the key, right wing pass in the corner. Down along the baseline, cut off is Kinsey. Now they'll bring it back out on top. Here's Turbyville. A left wing pass to Hudson. Down inside, ball taken away. Osborne out of the pack with it. Up ahead with a pass to Mayer. Mayer right baseline. On the wing it goes to Osborne. Speaks now in the corner. Fake the shot was Mayer. Out top it comes to Bishel. Inside Speaks. Nice spin move off the glass. No good again. Out of bounds off of Monroe City.
We've not had scoring for a little while here, Chuck.
It's that good Silex defense. This Michael Speaks. He's quite the ball player. If he gets warmed up, watch out. Remember him from last year.
Yes.
And the year before.
I noticed Silex double teaming him when he gets the ball.
Silex needs a bucket. They've gone the first 6 minutes of the game here without anything offensively. And a really good defensive team is Monroe City. Out top with it is Adams. They're keeping everything pushed way out. Now we've got a blocking foul here on the Panthers.
Looks like it's going to go against number 4 again. That's Zach. Nope. Goes on Jordan Bishel.
It was that other guy.
Yep. I thought for sure it was going to go on Osborne, but Jordan Bishel picks up the foul, so that's his first, team second.
So it'll be out of bounds on the far sideline. Silex will have it near half court. And Joe Martin awaiting the basketball from Mr. Official. CE Official, no doubt.
CV Official.
CEO for short. And that ball knocked out of bounds. Silex will get to keep it. You've heard of happy feet? Those were quick hands. Actually, it goes to Monroe City now. Across the line with it, C.E. Talton. Over to Hayes, back to Talton. Looking at it, gets it back to Hayes. Pitch and catch out front. Talton now in the corner. It goes to Shively, Dawson Shively, who's in there. He's a big guy, tall dude. In the middle, Talton shoots, scores. C.E. Talton. He has a large percentage of the points here in the first quarter for these Panthers. With 1:10 to go, it's 11-0. Silex trying to get to the hole here. They're having problems penetrating. There's Martin. He'll take it in there off the glass. Too hard. No good.
Doggone it.
Rebound Shively. Here come the Panthers again. Up ahead to Talton. He'll take it inside the lane. Try to kick it off at the last minute. It bounces off the foot of Nathan Mayer. Well, Silex will have it. Substitutes being made by both teams. New player just in, Jess Greiman, a junior for Monroe City. First time we saw him. Another big dude. These guys are tall, aren't they?
Yes. As soon as they walked in, Silex was on the floor warming up, and the height difference just when Monroe City walked in, it was so apparent.
Grabbed your attention for sure.
It did. It really did.
Silex against the press. They break it as Jake Adams works into the front court. Now he spins away from a couple of players and then bounces off his foot. It goes into back court, picked up by Talton. Inside it goes, and a layup is in by Blake Hayes. Heads up play there by the Panthers, and boogity, it's in the hole again. 13-0. We're down to 22 seconds. Are they going to be shut out for the quarter? They better make it this trip. Wide open is Turbyville. Shoot it, buddy. No, he's going to kick it over on the other side to Adams. 9 seconds on the clock. Here's Peasel in the lane. Puts one up from 8 off the glass. It won't go. Rebound to Ryan. And that'll do it for the first quarter. And yes, indeed, Silex is shut out here in the first quarter of play. 13-0, Monroe City over Silex. More action coming up here in a moment from the 21st Annual Clopton Invitational on TribCast.
Since 1949, Sterling Lumber Company of Louisiana has been proud to serve the area, buying all species of standing timber. With the help of its hard-working employees, Sterling Lumber Company is looking forward to generations of success in the future. Ever-growing, Sterling Lumber Company now has 4 sawmills to better serve you. Give Sterling Lumber a call for more information. Remember, they buy all species of standing timber and will pay 100% before cutting. Sterling Lumber, Highway 54 West, Louisiana.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
All right, at the end of the first quarter, 13-0. Let's have a scoring update brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at youngenterprisesinc.com.
All right, well, C.E. Talton leads things for Monroe City with 7 points. And then there is 2 points apiece for Bishel, Hayes, and Mentor, and that's the only scoring.
There's a basket put in by Brandon Peasel for Silex, and that's their first 2 points of the ball game. By the way, the scoring update going to be brought to you all season long by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. And a basket put in there by, who's that, Michael Speaks, number 32. He's checked in.
That's his first 2 points of the game.
Young Enterprises, check them out, youngenterprisesinc.com. 15-2. Glad you're with us for TribCast basketball from the Clopton tournament, missed by Silex, and here comes Monroe City. On the run, we have a miss, but a foul on the play will send Blake Hayes. Oh, they got him for traveling? Good,
yes.
Good. So the Owls, after getting that first bucket, will try to add on here and cut into this deficit. Working in the backcourt. Here's Adams to the hole. Nice layup, Jake Adams. The 5'11 junior with a good move to the basket. 15-4 the score. Now the Panthers having a little bit of trouble over on the far side. Blake Hayes has to pick up a loose ball. He'll bring it out top to Jordan Bishel. Bishel, the fine senior leader, gets it back off to Hayes. Hayes from the top of the key. Right side to Bishel, back to Hayes. They go over left side this time to Talton. Talton beyond 3 on the wing, out top to Bishel. Pardon me, this is Hayes. Now Talton. He'll pull up from 16, and it bounces high off the rim a couple of times, and it falls in. You talk about shooter's luck, there it was.
Who got that? Talton?
No, I don't think it was Talton.
Speaks?
I can't remember. Honestly, I'm sorry.
You know, it's all right.
Here's a steal. Mentor to Talton. He
Ooh.
Can't hit the shot, but he's fouled by Silex. It'll be Turbyville on the foul.
That's his first, team's first.
It's been a clean game.
Yeah.
Very clean.
Been a lot of turnovers, but it's just bouncing off legs and whatnot.
Talton hits our first free throw. Osborne checks in for Hayes now. 18-4, C.E. Talton with another shot at the free throw. It's up and no good as it bounced around, pulled down by Peasel for Silex. Pass up ahead to Turbyville. Now to Nathan Kinsey, and they throw it away over the far side, but it's knocked out by Monroe. Caleb Hudson checks back in for Silex. And Nathan Kinsey will check out. Number 14, Nick Kinsey, inbounds into the backcourt to Brandon Peasel. Peasel in the lane. Stops, pulls up, 6-footer, too hard off the glass. Rebound to Michael Speaks. Long pass up ahead. Jordan Bishop with the layup. Can't hit the shot. Reverse layup. That's a tough shot. Charles Turbyville has the rebound for Silex. 5.5 to go here in the first half. Turbyville stops the dribble, hounded by Osborne. Taken away by Talton. CE. Oh, what a pass. Osborne finishes.
Wow.
Kid can play, can't he? It's 20-4. Silex works, now gets ahead into front court. Joe Martin double teamed over on the far sideline. Ball almost thrown away. Now it is. Michael Speaks picks it up. He's got a break to the basket. Well, they have a foul out before the shot. He never actually got the shot off to begin with, but he was on his way for a layup.
Went against Brandon Peasel. That's his first, team second.
Both teams substituting freely here. Well, what are we going to do? It's out of bounds to Monroe City. Osborne will throw it in. In the corner, and a long shot by Shively is good. It's a tray. Dawson Shively. 23-4. Pass to off the hands of Hudson. Stolen away. Brad Cheek gets it to Osborne, who drives down the lane, and he is fouled.
That's going to go on Jake Adams. That's his first, team's third.
So again, out of bounds. Zach Osborne to trigger it in underneath the basket. Where's he going to go? Shively was wide open over here in the corner, but instead they take it out to Bishel at the top. Bishel over to Osborne. Osborne right corner. Feeds down low. He's open. Shoots, and Minter scores. Logan Minter. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 4:29 to go, first half. The lead is up to 25-4. Panthers lead on TribCast.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Well, we're just about 4.5 minutes of game time away from the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. Brought to you by the three finest agents in Pike County. Cindy Blaylock, Louisiana, Ramsey Dickerman, Vandalia, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. So stay with us at halftime. I'm sure we'll have something entertaining, maybe informative.
I thought you were going to do a song and dance.
Perhaps both.
Yes, both, a song and dance.
No.
I'm feeling a little cheated here, Chuck.
What's that? Why do you feel cheated? Because you're not going to see the performance?
That's right.
I want you to tell them about your talk with the coach booth.
Oh, my goodness.
That is so funny.
Well, the boy on the, let's say, Logan Minter here on Monroe City's team, his real name is Elijah, but he goes by Logan. Well, some people know my name's April, but I go by Michelle. Well, this other coach down here,
Dalton.
The coach, he says that, well, I go by Ed, but my real name is, I can't remember now. But anyway, I said, well, don't the three of us make a pair?
Oh, that's great.
I didn't even realize I'd made the mistake until I was telling Mark about it. Mark started laughing. He was like, really, three make a pair?
That's hilarious. It really is. Here's Bishel. That shot's no good. Blake Hayes with the shot. Now the rebound to Minter. He'll put it back in. Tell you what, Logan Minter's one tough dude.
Yeah, he is.
He is built like a Marine. He had no problem there putting that back in. 27-4, and now a bad pass. It's taken away, and here come the Panthers. Oh, and a steal by Silex. Turnabout fair play. Nick Kinsey picked that one off. Gets it over to Jake Adams. 3:03 to go here in the half. Adams still on the dribble over on the wing. Out on top of the pass to Kinsey. Nick's got an open lane, and he dishes off. Actually, it was knocked away from him, and it ended up in the hands of a fellow Owl out of bounds. So it's a turnover. Not a good turnover. I haven't had a good turnover in a long time. Have you?
No.
I would like a good turnover. Cherry or strawberry would be great. The game's getting away from us, isn't it? It is. 27-4. Here's Hayes to Talton. Trying to lob it down low to Michael Ryan. It's over his head out of bounds. So it's back to Silex. Here at the Dale Miller Gymnasium. They put Dale's name on this place January the 2nd of 2002. He deserved it. What a coach he was, Dale Miller. Now we got a palm over there, committed by Brandon Peasel. So back to Monroe City it goes. Everybody getting a chance to play tonight for Monroe City, it seems like. Osborne has it over on the left wing. Out on top to Blake Hayes. Now to Talton. Talton wide open for the tray. If he wanted it, moves in. He'll shoot a little 10-footer and swish it. He knows what he's doing. Talton with the bucket makes it 29-4. Pressure in the backcourt. Working up against it. Hunter Levy, who's in there, a sophomore, just added to the team here recently. Gets his first action of the night. Nick Kinsey feeds it down low, and a turnaround spin move by Hudson. It won't go. Rebound, Panthers. Blake Hayes looks at it from three, doesn't shoot. Passes right side to Osborne. Back out on top, he comes to Hayes. Hayes looks over the defense here for Silex. What's he want to do? Still on the dribble, brings it near the circle. Now on the right wing it goes to Osborne. Osborne back out on top. Hayes at the free throw line. Outside to Talton. Talton skip pass in the corner. Osborne quickly double teamed. Takes it to the baseline, gets around a couple of guys. Now in trouble, has to bring it back outside to Hayes. Hayes down the left side of the lane, can't hit the shot. And the rebound to Hudson for Silex.
Good defense, Silex.
Down to a minute to go here in the first half. Ooh, and I wonder, now they're going to call a blocking foul finally. I wondered if they were going to get him.
That will be the second on Zach Osborne. Team's third.
So Martin will be outside. We'll bring it in from far side of the court, over near half court, and brings it into Peasel. Brandon works at the top, stops the dribble, goes down low, bad pass, stolen away. Michael Speaks has it. Long pass up ahead. Talton with a breakaway left-hand layup, and he scores. Talton kid tearing it up here in the first half for the Panthers.
We have a big CE fan sitting next to us.
I tell you what. There's a basket by Nick Kinsey. He swished one from the left side. So Nick Kinsey makes it 31-6. A 25-point lead here for the Panthers with 20 seconds to go. They probably will go for the last shot. In the corner, it's going to be put up. That one won't go. Rebound, Silex. They've still got 8 seconds. Push it. Push it, guys. Come on. 5. Oh, and they're going to let her go here from way out there, and it almost went. As Brandon Peasel just about stuck it in from half court. Had a little more time than he thought, but it was a good effort. And our halftime score. Monroe City 31, Silex 6. Stay with us. We'll take this break. We'll be back. We'll have your State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime with Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Your State Farm agents bringing you the halftime. 31-6, back in a minute on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
High school basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Lynn's Heritage House, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by Pike County Title Company, Orff Construction, Center Locker Service, and the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club. More hoops are coming up from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Louisiana, Bowling Green, and Clopton schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We are at work while your athletes are at play.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 State Farm agents to bring you the TribCast. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Here from the Clopton tournament, it is 31-6 in favor of the top-seeded, undefeated Monroe City Panthers, and they have put on a performance here in the early going, having held Silex scoreless in the first period. Silex did manage to get 3 buckets in the second, so things going pretty well to plan here. Silex is number 8 seed in the tournament. April, your thoughts here on the first half? I think pretty much as the script was written.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. I guess we're having some trying to get us to where Jerry says he can't hear us. So anyway, yeah, I think Silex's defense was working out a whole lot better than its offense. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I'm working on these issues.
Okay. Well, here's
the
thing, folks. You understand that April next to me here, she's not only our producer, she's also our technical engineer.
And I don't know technology.
And she's the camera operator. I mean, she's got to be on the phone with literally hundreds of people every night and keep everything straight and yet pay attention to what I say, so every once in a while she can interject without,
trying to talk over the top of you.
Well, so we're going to take a break.
Yes.
And when we come back, we'll have a look at our first half scoring. So stay with us. That's next here from the Clopton Tournament on the peoplestribune.com.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Take your grocery list to County Market in Bowling Green, Louisiana and Vandalia and save on the freshest produce, deli, bakery, and meats. Everything you need for a kid's lunch, dinner for one, or a feast for the entire family. Savings every day throughout the store. Sign up for a Max card for instant rewards. Download the My County Market app or check out mycountymarket.com for coupons and more. Enjoy the game and visit County Market in Bowling Green, Louisiana and Vandalia. We value fresh, we value family, we value you.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, John and Kathy Beach, Ryan V. Bibb, and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is the...
This is one of the best times of the game. It's time to check the halftime scoring update, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and a whole lot more. At Young Enterprise... That's youngenterprisesinc.com.
All right, and here it is a 31-6 halftime score, and it was it's been the Monroe City the Monroe City show. I mean, they are top seeded and they're undefeated on the season, and they're proving why, because they can play both ends of the floor very, very well.
Very well.
They outscored Silex, shut them out in the first quarter, 13-0, and. The Silex started the second quarter with a basket by Brandon Peasel, added another one, and then went scoreless again all the way till about the last 30 seconds when Nick Kinsey got another basket for their 6 points. For Monroe City, C.E. Talton leads things with 12 points. Blake Hayes and Logan Mentor each have 6 points apiece. Dawson Shively has 3. Jordan Bishel and Michael Speaks each with 2 points apiece. And that's all I have to say.
That's all I got to say about that. Just like Forrest Gump. Hey, that's your scoring update here at halftime, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. An all-new scoring update sponsor this year, and we really appreciate that. For Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more, visit youngenterpriseinc.com. So we head to the third quarter. It'll be coming up next. This has been your State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, also by Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia and Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. Your local State Farm Insurance agents, they'll be glad to give you a discount double check if you go and ask for it. Maybe even if you don't ask for it. I don't know. They'll send you a letter or something. Anyway, third quarter coming up in a moment. This is TribCast.
This is the sound of everyday engine threats unleashing their wrath on your engine. Now, this is the sound of Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline, providing the best total engine protection you can get. Period. Think all premium fuels are the same? Think again. Choose Shell V-Power Nitro Plus today.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
All right, sir. We're back, ready for the second half. The second half start brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to start your next home improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, getting the job done.
I don't know if you're interested what's going on in the other gym,
I
Chuck,
am.
but right now it is a Louisiana lead, 36-15, and Derek Richards has 20 points at halftime.
He's smoking, isn't he?
Indeed.
Go Bulldogs.
Yes, very much.
We're underway here in the third. Panthers have the ball to start, and they'll lob it down low to Mentor. Good feed from Bishel to Mentor, who puts it in. Logan, whose real name is Elijah, but goes by Logan, scores. Now a steal by Blake Hayes. He'll take it in right side, blocked from behind. Good play by the Owls, but picked up by Talton, C.E. Talton. And we have a foul as the shot went up by Michael Speaks. No good. And a foul is called here against the Owls.
That's on Brandon Peasel. It'll be his second. Only 3 team fouls apiece in that first half.
Nick Kinsey checking in for Charles Turbyville here for the Owls. Silex on defense as they throw it in here to Mentor. It goes to Hayes in the corner. Now back out to Talton. Dalton to Blake Hayes. Double teamed. And he lost it out of bounds, but it's off of Silex. So from the corner, they'll throw it in out there. Blake Hayes. Into Talton.
Silex has shown moments of really good defense.
Bishel, high post, Mentor. Tried to go low, is tipped around and stolen by Silex. Out of there with it is Brandon Peasel. He kicks it off last minute to Martin. He is forced up in the air, and a tie-up is called. Joe Martin went up with it, came down, and they called a jump ball.
That's what I call a quick whistle.
Mm-hmm. So alternate possession arrow favors the Owls. Martin will throw it in. He better hurry. He almost ran out of time. Gets it into Nick Kinsey in the corner. Kinsey drives the baseline, hands it back to Martin. Martin deep right corner on the dribble to the wing. Stops, gives it off to Peasel. Peasel will take it down right wing. He's cut off, hands it off to Kinsey in the corner. Back to Peasel. Peasel on the wing. Down low, nice pass. The shot's up, and it rolls out. Nathan Kinsey had a nice look at it. Couldn't get it to fall, but does draw the foul.
It went against number 3, Blake Hayes. That's his first. Team's first.
So Nathan Kinsey, the 6-foot junior, will be at the free throw line for Silex. And he missed the free throw. Got to hit all your shots, don't you, when you're down by this many. Kinsey with the second one. Takes his time, puts it up. That one's no good. Too hard off the back of the iron. Hayes has the rebound. Long pass up ahead to Bishel. In the corner, good head fake. Now gets it to Hayes, and a turnaround shot's up and in by Hayes. More I see of Hayes, the more I'm impressed. Pretty impressed with this whole team, to be honest with you. I can see why they're top seed and undefeated. Silex back on the attack. Brandon Peasel tries to feed it inside. Nathan Kinsey has some trouble, gets it before it goes out of bounds. And now we'll bring it outside to Peasel. Brandon tries to penetrate, has to stop, and a pass batted back to Peasel. Goes up off the backboard and now out of bounds off of Peasel. He was everywhere there, and like a pinball machine. It went off him out of bounds finally.
Went through the flippers.
The flippers, yeah. The bumpers. No, that's the bumper. That's on the side, aren't they?
Right.
Yeah, the flippers. There's the pass intended and a good defensive play there. The pass intended for Mentor. Picked off by Silex, but it went out. Jake Adams into the ball game, replacing Caleb Hudson. 5:36 to go, third quarter, 35-6 in favor of Monroe City. They inbound it, and right off the play on a set play, Jordan Bishel scores the bucket. Silex against pressure in the backcourt. They break it as Peasel across the line, gets it to Adams. Jake out high, has to stop the dribble, and now passes at the high post. Turnaround shot up, no good by Nathan Kinsey. And there's Logan Mentor with the rebound. Mentor across the line, almost drug a foot. They didn't call it. Gets the pass off to Blake Hayes. Hayes on top to Mentor. Over it goes to Talton. C.E. Talton on the dribble out front. He bangs into a body, and they're going to call a blocking foul here against Silex. It'll go against Nathan Kinsey. So Nathan Kinsey picks up his first foul. And it'll be out of bounds to Monroe City. Osborne into the ball game will throw it in. He does so to Michael Speaks. Down low. That's shot by Minter. No good, but he's fouled. Don't worry about Minter, man. He can handle it.
Hey, Jake Adams made that one count. That's his second.
Stops the clock. 4:52 to go, third period. Logan, the senior, at the line for free throws. And he knocks down the first. That'll make it 38-6. Hudson back into the ball game, replacing Joe Martin for Coach Braden Ham. Mentor takes his time, eyes it, scores it, as that one went right down through the middle of the net. Now Mentor will come out of the ball game. Checking in is Jess Greiman. Also Bishel checked out and Michael Speaks checked in. Here come the Owls. They haven't scored yet here in the second half. Jake Adams on the right side. Out high, dribbles around to the free throw line. Tries to pass it down low, and it's kicked out of bounds. Well, it wasn't kicked apparently. It's out. Well, yeah, it was kicked. So Silex inbounds from the deep corner over there. And the pass comes in to Kinsey. Nick out on top of the pass to Nathan. He's a Kinsey also. Working hard down low, Caleb Hudson. Now to Adams. He'll put it up in the lane. Can't hit the runner. Rebound to Speaks for the Panthers. He'll bring it up himself. Now long pass ahead, and not being able to handle the ball is Nathan Mayer, and it's off of him out of bounds. Back the other way we'll go.
I'm surprised by the number of turnovers that Monroe City commits.
Mm-hmm. They've had a number of those tonight, but still have a big lead here at 39-6. Adams gets a little space on the baseline. Reverse layup goes in. Nice play. Jake Adams. As for Silex's first 2 points here in the third, it's 39-8. Talton lines up a tray. It's no good. And the rebound picked up by Silex. Here comes Brandon Peasel. Knocked away from him. He goes and gets it in the corner. Now a cross-court pass to Kinsey. Out on top to Adams. One bounce, stops. There's a bad pass, and it's knocked away and stolen by Nathan Mayer. He ends up on the floor. It's picked up by Silex. Now we got a mad scramble. And it's still loose. They're still letting it go.
Wow.
Now Monroe City, C.E. Taunton tripped on his way into the basket. He will go to the foul line. That was interesting, wasn't it?
Very much. It went on Nick Kinsey. That'll be, nope, it went on Jake Adams. That's his third.
So 3:10 to go here in the third. It'll be Taunton at the free throw line.
He hasn't scored here in this third quarter, but he leads the team with 12 points in that first half. CE has cheerleaders all over the place.
Hits the free throw. Well, guess when you're young, good looking, and talented, why?
The world's your oyster.
On the other hand, when you're old and decrepit, it's a different story. Oh, mercy. Second shot. That one's going to fall through also. So C.E. Taunton gets them both. The lead has gone to 41-8. Hey, we got Clopton coming up next, so Clopton and Barat Academy. That'll be pretty interesting.
That's the 4-5 matchup.
Yeah. Here's the steal. Out of there with it, Zach Osborne, and the race is on. And we're going to have a push on Peasel, I think.
I believe you're right, and that'll be his third. Team's fifth.
So Osborne will trigger it in. And under the basket, beautiful pass and a beautiful shot. It's up and in from number 35, Jess Greiman. Greiman with the bucket. Timeout. Silex. That was very emphatic by Mr. O. 2:46 to go, third period, 43-8 Panthers. This is the Clopton tournament on TribCast.
Did you know you can find the answers to your personal health care questions and get the results of your medical tests, all from the comfort of your own home and all from Hannibal Clinic? It only takes a few seconds and you're signed up for our patient portal. Just go to HannibalClinic.com and you're on the way. It's so convenient and completely secure and confidential. Sign in and start enjoying the convenience of your own patient portal today. Hannibal Clinic, where the patient comes first.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Hey, Coach Craig Smith down below at the scoring table. All dressed up, ready to go tonight. He'll play in just a few minutes here. His first round game of the Clopton tournament. That's the conclusion of this one. Silex after the timeout. Working the weave. And a bad pass. It goes off the hands of Peasel into the Silex bench. It'll go back to Monroe City. Well, let's see. At this pace, we'll have a running clock in the fourth, won't we? You got to be up by 30. Right now, 43-8. Yep, that would qualify. Unless the Owls can come back here a little bit and get closer. Outside with it is Hayes. Blake works down inside. Too many Owls there. And it's knocked away and picked off by Silex. Brandon Peasel will bring it back for the Owls. A right wing pass to Martin. Joe Martin, the 6'1 senior. Still with the ball, now cut off at the wing. Tries to fire it across court, and it is out of bounds. Going to go to Monroe City. 1:52 to go, third period. Inbound pass here will be coming from Brad Cheek. He's a junior. And another tall player off this Monroe City bench. Mentor. Over it goes to Shively. Tries to get it back to Mentor, and it's picked off by Hudson for Silex. And then a bad pass stolen away by Shively. He drives in and scores. Dawson Shively. 45-8. Brandon Peasel for the Owls. Down to the baseline right. Runs out of real estate. Tries to knock it off the body of Brad Cheek. It worked. Wonder what went off his cheek. You know, Cheek's cheek. He's a little cheeky. And
no one's ever accused you of being cheeky.
Turn the other
cheek.
Now Cheek replaced by Speaks. Michael Speaks. There's a Matthew Speaks on this team as well. I don't think we've seen him tonight yet. He's just a freshman. No, he's a senior. Matthew Speaks. If I read this right. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen him though, have we?
No.
No. Well, I wonder what's up with that.
He's not down on the bench.
Oh, that's why.
I would I would guess.
Yeah. That's a good explanation. Analysts on this broadcast is great, are they? Here's Minter. Logan Minter stayed with it, and on the second attempt got one to go down, right under the basket. Under a minute to go here in the third. Silex trails 47-8. Out top with it. Hunter Levy puts one up and it won't go. Rebound, Kinsey. That shot's no good. Nathan had a shot at it. Couldn't get her to go. Now a pass stolen away. This is Peasel. He scores and is fouled. So a good play by Brandon Peasel. Fouls on our buddy Logan Minter. His first, he's going to check out. Let's see, who went back in? I think Bishel went in for him. But Pease will be trying for a three-point play here for Silex. Shots up. And it is good. No doubt about it. 47-11. And a steal by Silex in the backcourt. Peasel with quick hands goes in. Can't hit the layup. And there with the rebound is Shively. And a steal. They steal it again, and here's a long shot, no good. That was put up by Nathan Kinsey. Rebound Silex. Peasel, 4 seconds on the clock. Somebody better shoot. Let her go. There it is. And it's no good. Almost. As Jake Adams let her go at the button. We're through 3 here at the Clopton Tournament. Opening round men's action. Monroe City leading Silex 47-11 on TribCast.
If you buy electricity from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you're more than a customer. You're a member too. What does that mean? It means you have a say in how things run. It means you have equity in Quiver River when there's money left after expenses each year. It means that helping you save electricity is important because we're in this together. It means you have more than safe, reliable energy. You have power. You have people. Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those they serve. CUIVRE.com.
Pike County Home Health can provide skilled home health services for homebound patients of Pike County. I'm Peggy Summers. Our agency offers a team approach with a registered nurse coordinating needed services. Home health services include skilled nursing, home health aid, social services, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and a certified diabetic program. We do dressing changes, IV therapy, monitor medications, do diabetic foot care, and many other services.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Time for a scoring update brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Akey and Kent Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at youngenterpriseinc.com.
All right, C.E. Talton leads things for Monroe City with 14 points. Logan Miller has 12, and a smattering of other points for Monroe City. And for Silex, Brandon Peasel has 5 of their 11. Jake Adams has 4, and Nick Kinsey has 2.
Scoring update brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Remember them for Akey and Kent Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS crop insurance, and more. youngenterprisesinc.com. That's the place you can visit on the web.
Seven members of the Monroe City team and have numbers.
7 out of 11.
Indeed.
33 with a long one. That's no good. You know who that is? That's my friend Charles Turbyville. Now a long pass the other way and a reverse layup put up and in by Jess Greiman. So Greiman with another bucket. And it's 49-11. Hunter Levy with the ball for Silex. Now Adams loses it off his foot and it's out of bounds. Running clock here in the fourth quarter. The team leads by 30 or more. They keep that clock going except for a timeout or an injury. That's about it. Into front court. Nice pass to Osborne. He gets it in the middle and wide open, and scoring is Jordan Bishel. Good ball movement that time. 3 passes, in the hole he goes. It's a 40-point game now, 51-11. We're down to 6 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Clopton and Barat Academy coming up next here in the Dale Miller Gymnasium. Levy, his shot's good. Hunter Levy gets in on the scorebook. Makes it 51-13. Silex puts on some pressure. No problem for Monroe City busting it. And in the middle of the lane, the shot up in. It's good. That was scored by Michael Speaks. He'll go to the free throw line for a chance at 3.
Doesn't just speak, he scores.
Yeah, he speaks loudly. The foul on Nathan Kinsey, I think.
Yes, and that's his second. Team 6th.
Now, Taunton wants to come back in. He does for Dawson Shively. And they're going to send Nathan Mayer back into the ballgame. He is going to come in for Zach Osborne. Dylan McGill is into the ballgame for Silex, I see. He's a freshman added to the roster today. That shot's missed, so Speaks cannot hit the three-point play, and the rebound to Silex. Turbyville will bring it across the line for the Owls. On the dribble the right side, hands it off to Peasel. He'll go inside the lane, now spin and shoot. No good. Didn't even draw iron. Rebound, though, to Nathan Kinsey. Kinsey lost it, picked up by Speaks. Speaks on the run. Over it goes to Taunton, back outside. Shots up and in by Griman, and all of a sudden he's getting hot. Jeff Griman with a couple of baskets in a row. 55-13 the score. And a foul is called here. We'll call a holding on Nathan Mayer. Silex will have it out with under 4 minutes to go in the game. Clock still running. Turbyville stops, turns around, pops and scores.
Hey.
Nice play. Charles Turbyville.
And gets him on the board.
Now Mayer loses it. We're going to have another foul. Things are getting a little sloppy. That's going to go against Nate Kinsey.
That'll be his third.
And it'll be Mayer at the line for Monroe City. Panthers will go to 10-0 with this win and will be in a championship semifinal. They'll take on the winner of the Clopton-Barat game, which is coming up next. Now here's a travel, and it'll be Silex's basketball. 3:05 and counting to go. Fletcher Williams into the ballgame for Silex, a 5'10 junior. First time we've seen Fletcher tonight. Fletcher has the basketball. Works on the wave to the left side. It's a foul committed from behind by Mayer. This will be
on Nathan Mayer. That's his second. And it's a final. 60-24. Louisiana advances in the small gym. Number 2 seeded Louisiana.
They win over Wright City, right?
Yes.
Yep. So congratulations to the Bulldogs. Shot missed, rebound pulled in by Shively. And another whistle stops play.
All right, that's going to go against Nathan Kinsey. That'll be, and that'll be his fourth.
Hank Kinsey coming into the ballgame for Silex. He'll replace Peasel.
The Kinseys in this lineup are kind of like the Muds always were.
Kinsey, and Kinsey.
Used to be in a Silex book, you'd see mud.
Shot's no good by Shively. However, the Panthers have the rebound. And Shively will set it up from the top of the key. To Mayer. Left wing out high, now over to Brad Cheek. Cheek in the lane. He's pushed. Another foul on Silex.
Silex going against Hank Kinsey. That'll be his first. Team's 9th.
Now Brian Hinkey into the game for Silex. He'll replace Nathan Kinsey. So the 3 new guys are all into the game right now. They're in the game tonight. Hunter Levy, Dylan McGill, and Brian Hinkey. Cheek hits the free throw. That'll make it 56-15. Cheek with another. It's no good. And the rebound to Silex. 30 seconds in the ball game. Turbyville hands it off to Hinkey. Hinkey in a bit of trouble. And going back and getting it is Hank Kinsey. They'll try to feed inside down low. That was off McGill. McGill has it, and he's tripped and is fouled. 6 seconds, they'll stop the, non-shooting foul. That'll do it for the ball game. It's 56-15, our final. Monroe City 56, Silex 15. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. We'll have the Sterling Lumber Company TribCast postgame right after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
Winter wind is upon us. No need to shiver in the cold inside. Stop by your local La Crosse Lumber Company and check out their complete line of new construction and replacement windows and doors. Matte and blown-in insulation to cut down on those high heating bills and help your family feel warm and cozy all season long. Getting the job done. La Crosse Lumber Company in Bowling Green, Louisiana, Vandalia, and Clarksville, where project pricing and blueprint service are always available.
Since 1949, Sterling Lumber Company of Louisiana has been proud to serve the area, buying all species of standing timber. With the help of its hardworking employees, Sterling Lumber Company is looking forward to generations of success in the future. Ever-growing, Sterling Lumber Company now has 4 sawmills to better serve you. Give Sterling Lumber a call for more information. Remember, they buy all species of standing timber and will pay 100% before cutting. Sterling Lumber, Highway 54 West, Louisiana.
It's time for the Sterling Lumber TribCast postgame, brought to you by Sterling Lumber in Louisiana, the worldwide leader in ground protection matting and environmental access.
All right, I got a hug from Maddie Hankey, man.
You're lucky.
Life is good. Life is good. Maddie Hankey with a big hug.
I was gonna say Livy got one too.
Yeah, Sterling Lumber Company TribCast postgame. All Monroe City 56-15. The final. Let's go ahead and check our final numbers here. The scoring update from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Akey and Kent Feeds, Ask Grow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterpriseInc.com.
All right. Well, Monroe City came in the undefeated top seed, of course, and so they proved why. Even though I thought there were some weaknesses in there, I saw some weaknesses in their game. But they managed to shut out Silex in the first quarter, outscoring them 13-0, and then put it on more in the second quarter, outscoring Silex 18-6. So it was a 31-6 lead at the break, and in the third stanza, it was Monroe City outscoring Silex 16-5, and then outscored them 9-4 in that fourth quarter for this 56-15 final. For Monroe City, it was C.E. Talton who ended up leading the way with 14 points. He had 12 of those just in the first half. Logan Minter ended the game with 12 points. Blake Hayes had 8 for Monroe City. Jordan Bishel and Jess Greiman each had 6 points for Monroe City. Dawson Shively ended the game with 5. Michael Speaks had 4, and Brad Cheek had 1. And for Silex, it was Brandon Peasel with 5 points to lead the way for the Owls. Jake Adams had 4 points, and then Nick Kinsey, Charles Turbyville, and Hunter Levy each had 2 points apiece. Oh, doggone it. I turned your mic off so that you could talk to Maddie.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's your scoring update brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. See Young Enterprises for Akey and Kent Beans, gas grow and DeKalb seeds, crop insurance, and more. Visit at youngenterpriseinc.com. Let's go ahead and check tonight's Community State Bank TribCast Player of the Game, brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, serving their neighbors since 1887.
I would say Brandon Peasel had the best game for Louisiana.
All right. Congratulations, Brandon Peasel. You're tonight's Community State Bank TribCast Player of the Game, brought to you by Community State Bank of Bowling Green and Troy, online at c-s-b.com. Well, we got to get out the way. We've got another ball game here between Clopton and Barat Academy coming up. So this has been our Sterling Lumber Company TribCast post game. Again, our final here, Monroe City over Silex, 56-15. And over in the other gym, it was a big win for Louisiana, 60-24 over Wright City. Stay with us here on TribCast. Back with more basketball in a minute. This is thepeoplestribune.com.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone. High school basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Abel's Quick Shops, Dieter's Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, by Cole Chiropractic Center, Airco Convenience Stores in Bowling Green and Louisiana, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Pepsi-Cola Bottlers of Bowling Green, and by Bowling Green Lumber Company. More hoops are coming up from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative, online at quiver.com.
Out of the frying pan, right back into the fire we go. Back for more action here at the Clopton Invitational, the 21st annual Clopton tournament. Chuck Brandstetter with April Froenig, Clopton and Barat, the 4-5 seed. This ought to be a good one. I was looking, Barat 7-2 on the season. Craig Smith's team's 4-3. So we'll see what shakes out here. We'll be back. We'll have all your pregame information on the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame show. This is TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Take your grocery list to County Market in Bowling Green, Louisiana and Vandalia and save on the freshest produce, deli, bakery, and meats. Everything you need for a kid's lunch, dinner for one, or a feast for the entire family. Savings every day throughout the store. Sign up for a Max card for instant rewards. Download the My County Market app or check out mycountymarket.com for coupons and more. Enjoy the game and visit County Market in Bowling Green, Louisiana and Vandalia. We value fresh, we value family, we value you.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative, online at quiver.com.
Well, the Lady Hawks played last night. Now the men get to play tonight. The Hawks 4-3, head coach Craig Smith. They're the defending champion.
That's right. From
last year, the Clopton Hawks. And I suppose when you look at this team from Clopton this year, April, you look again at Stephen Talbert as the leader, the 6'1" senior.
When I said, toward the end of the Silex Monroe City game, I was looking over there where, Clopton had kind of gathered, waiting around until they get to run out onto the court. And Stephen Talbert was doing handstands.
Really?
And I was just like, well, that figures. So, in addition to being, one of the standout quarterbacks in the state, and one of the standouts on this basketball team, he's apparently a gymnast.
He should have been in the Olympics.
There you go.
I'm serious.
And he has just such a gentle personality, it seems like. So. And
he probably won't let anybody know, but I happen to know, too, he's good on the balance beam.
Okay. And is he good on the rings and do the iron cross and all of that?
Well, the thing is, the balance beam, come on, that's you think of that, it's a girly thing,
What?
But he's such a great athlete. He's good on the balance beam, too. That's the way it is. But anyway, no, they got and Kevin Hammett, is back.
Yeah.
Those two guys are probably what you call the leaders of the team. But then you throw in Landon Hall. He's just a junior. He's back for another great year. And Colin Lockhart is going to have a big part of the
Jamin Graham.
Yeah, say of the story of this team this year.
Yeah, like I said, they have plenty of ingredients, and I know Coach Smith shared with us at the beginning of the season that this is a defense-first season, that they plan to play D first and let the scoring take care of itself.
Get their offense off the defense.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's take a break here. We'll be back. We'll have your starting lineups as we prepare for the Clopton Barat Academy. It's opening round action here at the Clopton Tournament on TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, John and Kathy Beach, Ryan V. Bibb, and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
This is the sound of everyday engine threats unleashing their wrath on your engine. Now, This is the sound of Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline, providing the best total engine protection you can get. Period. Think all premium fuels are the same? Think again. Choose Shell V-Power Nitro Plus today.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Did you know you can find the answers to your personal health care questions and get the results of your medical tests, all from the comfort of your own home and all from Hannibal Clinic? It only takes a few seconds and you're signed up for our patient portal. Just go to HannibalClinic.com and you're on the way. It's so convenient and completely secure and confidential. Sign in and start enjoying the convenience of your own patient portal today. Hannibal Clinic, where the patient comes first.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us are looking for ways to save energy, but please don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a down power line after a storm. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water and don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
All right, Clopton getting ready for Barat. Let's check today's Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all the services your Pike County Health Department offers at pikecountyhealth.org. Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, neighbors helping neighbors.
All right, and for the number 5 seeded Barat Academy Eagles, it will be number 10, Joshua Reeves, a 6'1 senior, getting the start tonight. 5'10 senior. Number 11, Micah Kuhn. Number 22, Kenny Flores, a 6'6 senior, gets the start. Number 32, Will Sigmund, he's a 6'2 senior. And number 34, Jordan Johnson, a 6'1 senior. So again, for Barat, it'll be Reeves, Kuhn, Flores, Sigmund, and Johnson. And for your number 4 seeded Clopton Hawks, it'll be number 15, Landon Hall, a 5'10 junior, getting the start tonight. Number 20, a 5'8 senior, Kevin Hammett. Number 24, Mark Frank, he's a 5'9 senior. 5'11 senior, number 35, Colin Lockard. And number 40, Stephen Talbert, a 6'1 senior, rounds things out. So again, for Clopton, it will be Hall, Hammett, Frank, Lockard, and Talbert.
Those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Be sure to check out all the services your Pike County Health Department offers at pikecountyhealth.org. Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, neighbors helping neighbors. Well, that's your pregame show brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative. We're just a couple of minutes away from game time. It's Clopton and Barat Academy, and it's next here on thepeoplestribune.com.
This is TribCast, coverage of high school basketball. Action from the hardwood on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by Young Enterprises Incorporated, Community State Bank, La Crosse Lumber Company, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, Sterling Lumber Company, Family Health Pharmacies, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, People's Bank and Trust, by County Market, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC, by Hannibal Clinic, Abel's Quick Shops, Lynn's Heritage House, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by Pike County Title Company, Wharf Construction, Center Locker Service, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Pepsi Cola Bottlers of Bowling Green, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Airco Convenience Centers in Bowling Green and Louisiana, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop. Now, coverage of high school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Well, this is what the home crowd is here for. As their homestanding Clopton Hawks are being introduced to the crowd. Monroe City beat Silex tonight 56-15. Louisiana won big over Wright City 60-24. Wellsville and Winfield are playing over at the old gym as we get set for Clopton and Barat Academy here in our nightcap of the opening round of men's action. It's time for our opening tip, brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to start your next home improvement project at a location close to you. Lacrosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. And as we look at the center circle spot, we've got a big dude standing out there, don't we?
Indeed.
Let's see what his number is. Is that 22? It is. That's Kenny Flores, a 6'6 senior. And it'll be Stephen Talbert, 6'1 senior, jumping for Clopton. So Flores against Talbert. And here's our Lacrosse Lumber Company opening tip, and it is won by Clopton.
Whoa!
But saved into the hands of Barat. Now we have a turnover on the far side as flying head over heels was Colin Lockhart. It'll end up in the hands of Barat. And they've got some hard numbers for me to see, I tell you that. That light blue on the red.
Yeah, those uniforms are hard to distinguish.
Will Sigmund gets it off to Micah Kwan. He's a foreign guy. Long shot, no good, and a battle for the rebound. Up and in with it, Joshua Reeves, the 6'1 senior, and it's 2-0 Barat. Now Clopton with a chance to tie the ball game. Out top, Hall. Left wing to Frank. Come out top to Hammett. Hammett with a three. Good. Kevin Hammett buries one from the very top to make it 3-2. Clopton with the first lead of the game. Reeves across the line, immediately double teamed, and he throws it away. Good defensive pressure on the full court press by Clopton, and that forced Reeves to just make an errant pass way over the head of everybody into the bleachers. So Clopton with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Hammett gets it off here to Hall. Back on top it comes to Frank. Now we got another three from the corner. That one's an air ball, but battling for it and coming up with it is Landon Hall. Hall on the wing, on the dribble, hounded by Quan. He gets the pass off to Frank. Try to go inside to Lockhart, and a foul is called here on Barat.
That'll be on Josh Reeves. That'll be his first. Team's first.
Frank throws it in for Clopton. Mark bounce pass into the corner. And the shot is up. Nice looking shot by Landon Hall. He couldn't hit it. Rebound,
Wow.
put up and in, and who was that?
That was, for crying out loud, get the right.
Was it 24 or 35?
24.
Mark Frank with the bucket.
Yes.
I wondered because Colin Lockhart was also right there in the vicinity. Now on a pass, we'll have a first foul on Clopton. That's going to be on Lockhart. So Colin Lockhart picks up his first foul. Out of bounds. Ball will be thrown in here by Will Sigmund. He gets it to Reeves. Reeves looks over the Clopton defense and sets it up. He goes over into the far corner, and Quan will let one fly from three-point range. It's no good. Rebound Clopton. Here they come. Hammett on the drive. Now stops at the top of the key. Inside with a pass to Talbert. Back outside he goes. Frank with a shot. Short. Rebound Quan for Barat. Does some maneuvering. Now a long pass up ahead. And we're going to have a blocking foul here against the Hawks. I'm not too sure it's on Lockhart again. It is.
That'll be his second.
So Lockhart's going to have to check out, and Scott Kuntz will come in for him, a 5'9 senior. Long shot rolls around the rim and out for Micah Kwan. He's not afraid to shoot it, is he?
And they're going to say the foul on Jordan Johnson. His first, team second.
Johnson's a big boy, just checked in, right?
Yes.
Number 34, all righty. Hall to Frank. Looked at it from three, didn't shoot it. Hall on the right wing. To the free throw line, back outside to Hammett. Hammett's already nailed one from straight away. Passes this off on the wing to Frank. Now inside it goes Talbert. Talbert back outside. Hall for three. Good! Landon Hall. And the Hawks have a big lead here early. 8-2. 5:09 to go. First quarter. Quan in the backcourt. Up to Reeves. Reeves some fancy dribbling. Now bounces outside. Gets it to Quan near the right corner. Out to the wing he comes on a double dribble. He did. He stopped it and used both hands before putting it back on the floor. Turnover to Clopton with 4:56 to go. Hammett for the Hawks. Inside, turnaround shot. Scott Kuntz gets it to go. So Scotty Kuntz with the bucket to make it 10-2. Now Reeves in the backcourt with Quan. Up ahead to Reeves. Down the corner, Johnson. And there's a bump that's going to be a foul whistled on Kuntz.
That'll be his first, team's third.
Out of bounds to Barat Academy. They are the Eagles.
That's what I was in junior high.
An Eagle?
Griggsville Eagle.
There you go. Flying high. Quan fires one up off balance. No good. Fights for the rebound, but Mark Frank ends up with it. Now Hammett. Long pass up ahead. Hall down low and creamed is Kuntz. And I tell you, since Scott Kuntz has come off the bench, he has been involved in every play, I think. Here he gets fouled big time. And will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
And that's going to go on Jordan Johnson. That'll be his second, team's third. Each team now with 3 fouls.
Looks like Jamin Graham will come into the ball game at first opportunity, and here it is. He'll replace Mark Frank. Also, Andrew Howell into the ball game, giving Jordan Johnson a break for Barat. Kuntz hits 1 out of 2. And it's 11-2. Clopton. Reeves in the backcourt with Quan. They pitch back and forth and find a Quan over the line. They try to force one on the high post, and it's taken away by Graham. Here comes Jamin for Clopton right down the middle. Dragged the foot, and traveling is called. Yep, he tried to pass on the wing, and the guy wasn't quite open yet. And he dragged the foot for a traveling, and that forces a timeout here at 4:01 to go in the first period. Timeout called by Barat. 11-2, Hawks lead. Back with more from the Clopton 21st Invitational. In a moment, this is TribCast.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Hawks have this big lead, April, and Stephen Talbert hadn't even put one in the basket yet. So that's kind of good.
Their defense is definitely putting pressure on Barat.
Let's see what happens here. Reeves across the line, double team, gets it off to Quan. Micah Quan goes in the corner, and here's a 3-ball on the way. It's over everything. And the rebound is pulled in by Clopton.
Clopton has rebounded well on both ends, too.
This is Hammett. Feeds it inside Talbert. Spin move, double team. Passes to Graham. Now back to Kuntz. He'll put it up off the glass. No good. Rebound out of bounds. It's off of
Barat.
Yep. Hawks keep it. Jamin Graham will toss it in from underneath his own bucket. To Talbert. And to come out to the free throw line to Kuntz, now out front. to Hall, who'll go in between the two circles and set it up. Right wing pass to Hammett. Down to the baseline, now back to the wing on the dribble. Out front it comes Talbert, line one up, didn't shoot from three straight away, goes inside. Kuntz moves in, shoots, no good, off the glass. It rolled out, and Reeves has the rebound. Reeves up across the line quickly for Barat. He's going to go coast to coast with the right-hand lane, layup, and he hits it. Reeves with the bucket. Cuts the lead to 7 for Clopton. It's 11-4. Now Graham, right side to Hall. Hall down to the baseline. The lane opens up. He'll shoot and not hit the shot, but he is fouled.
That's going to go on Kenny Flores. That'll be his first foul. Team's fourth.
He looks bigger than 6'6", doesn't he? To me, he does. Flores. He's tall. The pitch. The shot.
That works.
It works. Hey, Landon
Pitched it
Hall.
up there.
Landon Hall with a fastball right down the middle. 12-4. Next one. It's good. Hall hits them both. Flashing back to October there, wasn't I? Quan across the line. Whoa, and a pass intended for Flores, and it's hard to throw one over his head, but by God, they did it. And it's out of bounds.
That's a couple of times now that they've tried to get over the top of Clopton's defense, and it goes wild. Wild, wide right.
Here's Graham for the Hawks. Nice pass. Talbert spins on the baseline, and he's blocked from behind by Flores. Good defensive effort there by Flores. Talbert with some nice work. Now Reeves over to Quan. Quan drives down right side, dishes off, and the shot by Flores is no good, and the rebound pulled in by Talbert. Pass up ahead. Here's Kuntz in the corner to Hall. Hall down the left baseline. Puts it up. No good. He's fouled.
That's going to go against Flores. That'll be his second, if it is indeed number 22. And I was wrong again. Will Sigmund picks up his first. I'm not calling any of them early anymore. That's 5 now on Barat Academy.
Landon Hall at the free throw line. He's perfect from the line with 3 for 3 now, I think.
You're right. He has 6 points total with that three-pointer. Earlier in the game.
And we didn't even jinx him. How about it? 4 for 4. Hit another one. So Landon Hall perfect from the free throw line tonight. With 2 minutes to go here in the first period, it's a 15-4 lead for Clopton. Quan in the backcourt. Finally across it on the dribble. Goes over to Reeves. There's a bad pass into the fourth row of the bleachers.
That's 4 of those now.
All Reeves could do was look up towards the heavens and say, what's up with that? You know. So let's see if the Hawks can take advantage of yet another turnover. Down inside Talbert, back outside Graham. Graham right wing beyond the three-point arc. Gets a screen from Talbert. There's a give and go, and Talbert can't handle the pass as it's out off of Steven.
Should have done one of those handstands that I saw him doing in the pregame warm-up.
And he caught the ball between his knees.
Oh, my goodness.
On a
He could be a
handstand.
Globetrotter.
Yeah. I won't tell you how he scores from that position.
It's very special.
Oh, man. Here's Reeves. Nice play. Middle of the lane as he drove in and put it up with the right hand.
He has all 6 of their points.
Now Hammett to Talbert. Over goes to Hall. Left-hand lane, no. Rebound. Barat. Oh, we're going to have a reach-in foul here on Talbert, I think.
I think you're right. Of course, if I say it, that means it'll be wrong.
Well.
No. So first foul on Stephen Talbert. That'll be the team's 4th.
Micah Quan will throw it in from the far sideline. To his buddy, Mr. Reeves. Joshua Reeves back to Quan. Back to Reeves over on the far side right. They try to go inside. We're going to have a foul here on Mark Frank. Will Sigmund caught the ball and was fouled. This will be non-shooting, out of bounds. 53.7 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. They inbound it to Quan, back to Reeves on the right baseline. He backs in against three Hawks, can't shoot. Now in the corner, passes off to Sigmund. Back to Reeves. Reeves, he wants the shot, I can tell. Well, he's not going to take it, backs out, gets it on top. Now Quan for three, left wing, good, off the glass. Micah Quan. Lead is cut to 6. It ought to be bigger, hadn't it? Got that feeling with Clopton should be leading bigger than this. Talbert, out high, directs traffic, gets it off to Graham. Graham down the left baseline, puts one up, and he's blocked from behind by Flores. I tell you, this Flores kid's good defensively. That's a couple of blocks already in the lane. On sure baskets with layups. Frank to throw it in. It comes outside to Kuntz. And they intended one for the corner. I think Frank was the intended receiver there, and it's out of bounds. Parker Edmonston is into the ballgame for Clopton, by the way, number 11. A 5'9 junior. His first appearance of the night. 4 seconds on the clock. Oh. Let's see if they can get a shot off. They better hurry. Nope, they're not going to do it. Wow. That's the end of the first quarter. And the Hawks have a lead of 15-9. We'll be back with the second quarter in a moment. This is TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Let's check our first scoring update of the game, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. See Young Enterprises for Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
Well, Joshua Reeves has 6 points for Barat. Micah Quan has 3. And for Clopton, it is Landon Hall with 7 points. He has a 3-pointer and 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And then Kevin Hammett and Scott Kudens each have 3 points apiece, and then 2 points for Mark Frank.
That's your scoring update from Young Enterprises Incorporated. Be sure and stop in or see them at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
Andrew Howell just picked up his first foul. That's 6 for Barra.
13 seconds into the second quarter.
And I think he was warned for mouthing.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you can't do that. Not to your mama or the officials. Talbert, here he goes. First shot of the night, missed it. A little bit long from three-point range.
Whoa!
Hustling to get the rebound. He got it all right, but then he had to run out of bounds with it.
How does he accelerate like that? He's standing there, and then all of a sudden, he's across the gym.
0 to 60 in about 3.1 or something. You know, I mean, he's that fast. Here's Quan to Reeves. Oh, the quick hands of Graham stealing it away, and then he kicks it off his foot out of bounds. And he kicked it pretty good, too, didn't he?
Indeed.
So back to Barat. Reeves to Quan. Back to Reeves. Back to Quan. Over on the far side. Now they go inside. Here is the shot up and in. And that was Sigmund. Now back the other way. The shot by Kuntz won't go. And a rebound to Talbert. Steven to Kuntz. Over it goes. Edmonston. One bounce to Talbert. Go ahead, Steve. Shoot it, Steve. He's going to drive in instead and score.
There you go.
Eyed it from three, said, no, I want to drive in there. He did and laid it up with the left hand off the glass and in.
First 2 points for Talbert.
That'll get him going, I bet. 17-11. Now Reeves and a steal by Talbert. Nice pass to Frank. Frank with Graham. Over to Graham it goes. He'll score.
Oh, pretty.
Hawks have kicked it up a gear here to start the second. They're up 8 now, 19-11. We've played almost 2 minutes here in the second quarter. Quan gets it over to Reeves. Reeves zigzags through the defense in the corner, and a long shot there, no good. Rebound Frank for Clopton. Mark up to Graham. Graham on the left wing. Spots one up from three and lets it fly, and it's no good, but there's Talbert with a rebound. Steven out of three-point range. He won't shoot. Gets it off to Graham. Graham on the wing left side beyond three. On the dribble, out front it comes Kuntz. Bounce pass in the middle. Talbert off the glass and in. Steven with another bucket. Nice touch there by the big guy. Biggest lead of the night for the Hawks now, 21-11. Quan.
Ooh.
Over to Reeves. Back to Quan. 4-3. It is no good. He put that off the glass. Sigmund with a rebound. He scores. Will Sigmund. Now the Hawks quickly back on offense. Kuntz in trouble. It's on the floor and tied up. We're going to have a tie-up, and who's the arrow going to favor? Almost breaks into a fight, but the referee gets in there in time to break it up. A couple of tough kids there. Kuntz and Sigmund. We're going to have a timeout here by Clopton as Craig's going to send in some fresh faces. We got 5:07 to go, second period. Clopton 21 and Barat 13 on TribCast.
Winter wind is upon us. No need to shiver in the cold inside. Stop by your local La Crosse Lumber Company and check out their complete line of new construction and replacement windows and doors. Matte and blown-in insulation to cut down on those high heating bills and help your family feel warm and cozy all season long. Getting the job done. La Crosse Lumber Company in Bowling Green, Louisiana, Vandalia, and Clarksville, where project pricing and blueprint service are always available.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, new and used equipment, parts and service, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
It's Clopton's ball after the timeout. Jamin Graham will throw it in. They lead by 8. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Pass is in to Kuntz, back to Graham. He'll swing around, put it up with the left hand, no good. And the rebound to Sigmund. Off to Reeves. Ooh, and a nice blocked there by Sigmund. Screen on Graham about knocked him into next week. Nothing called. There's another screen. Reeves works around it, drives in, scores, and is fouled. This will be a three-point opportunity for Joshua Reeves. Basket counts. The foul on Colin Lockhart, number 35. He's going to have to come out again. That's his third already. So he didn't get in much action before he has to go out again. Mark Frank off the bench for Colin. Meanwhile, Reeves with a chance to cut this lead to 5. It was a 10-point lead moments ago. The shot is no good. So the lead holds at 6. Kuntz with the rebound to Hammett. Up to Frank on the right wing. He's standing there beyond 3, looking at it. Now goes to the free throw line. Kicks back to Kuntz. Kuntz between the circles. The left wing pass goes to Hammett. Kevin has a 3-ball tonight. Down to the baseline he goes. And a push here going to be called on Barat. Micah Kwan will get whistled for his first foul. And it'll send Kevin Hammett to the free throw line, the 5'8 senior.
He scored the first 3 points of the game, but hasn't scored since until right there.
Makes it 22-15. Now there's a sight for you over there. Father-son at the mat behind the basket. Jerry trying to block him out. Jerry and Bennett Higgerson. Jerry trying to get in front of him. Don't want him to see that. 23-15 as Hammett hit them both. Quan to Sigmund. He's tripped, falls down. Now we got to fight for the ball, and it's taken away by Hall. Now it's loose, and who ends up with it? Kuntz to Hall. That was interesting. Talk about fighting for the ball. That's what the Hawks did there. Now Frank on the wing. Down inside it goes. Kuntz can't hit the layup. Gets his own rebound. He's stripped from behind. And the foul either against Sigmund or Johnson, the big guy. It's going to go against Johnson.
That'll be his third.
Jordan Johnson. He's a big boy. Kuntz at the line here for Clopton. Scott Kuntz. Shots up and good. Hawks pretty good from the line tonight, aren't they?
Definitely.
Ooh.
They've only missed one time so far.
Now their big guy coming back in, Kenny Flores. He'll replace Johnson. Flores, a long, tall, skinny, 6'6" star. Hit another one. Kuntz 2 for 2. 25-15, the lead back to 10 for Clopton. We're down under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. 3:52. Quan across the line, immediately double teamed, and it's off his foot out of bounds. He took his time and looked and looked and looked, and then crossed the line, and I'll be darned. They swarmed him, and he kicked it off his foot. That's got to make you mad if you're a player, you know. Mm-hmm. Inside Hall, spins. Up, he picked up his pivot foot, and they're going to call him for travel. Hung in there as long as he could with it, but had to pick it up. Hawks with token pressure in the backcourt. Jamin Graham is back there with Reeves and Quan. Reeves across the line. Double teamed. Oh, and he's traveling. Another great defensive effort by the Hawks on the press.
Oh, it's like a neutral zone trap in
yeah,
hockey.
They're trapping them good and making them do all kind of things they don't want to do. So Hammett, as the Hawks are back on the attack. Kuntz down to Hall on the baseline. Over to Frank. He shoots. Can't score. Gets his own rebound. Back up. He's fouled. Mark Frank's not the biggest dude in the world, but boy, he's sure battling under there, and he'll get a chance from the free throw line to nail a couple.
That foul whistled on Joshua Reeves. That'll be his second. Team's 9th.
And we're going to have a timeout here called by Barat. So Barat calls time with 3:13 to go in the second. Hawks have a 10-point lead, and we'll be back with more from the Clopton Invitational in a moment on thepeoplestribune.com.
Since 1949, Sterling Lumber Company of Louisiana has been proud to serve the area, buying all species of standing timber. With the help of its hard-working employees, Sterling Lumber Company is looking forward to generations of success in the future. Ever-growing, Sterling Lumber Company now has 4 sawmills to better serve you. Give Sterling Lumber a call for more information. Remember, they buy all species of standing timber and will pay 100% before cutting. Sterling Lumber, Highway 54 West, Louisiana.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
The official on the floor consulting with Bennett Hickerson. I'm sure he's asking Bennett for some advice on different calls here. And Bennett more than happy to oblige. You see that?
Bennett Hickerson, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Okay.
In and out and back in. It wasn't the prettiest free throw in the world, but Mark Frank will take it. Biggest lead of the night for the Hawks at 26-15. Second shot, that's perfect there. And the lead goes to 12. The winner will take on Monroe City. Monroe City, a big win tonight over Silex, 56-15. They're top seeded and undefeated. Right now, Clopton with a big lead at 12. Quan with a 3, won't go. Battle for the rebound, Hall and Hammett. Hammett ends up with it for the Hawks. Long pass up ahead to Frank. Mark on the left wing now pulls back out. Looks for a screen from Kuntz, gets it, Passes off to Hall, lines up a three off the front rim. Rebound, though, Graham. He'll bring it out to the wing. Down low it goes to Hammett. Hammett spins at the corner. Now inside, back outside Hammett. Hammett on the wing. Out front, top of the key, it comes to Hall. Hall right side, Graham. Graham, nice move. Now comes back out on the wing. Does not penetrate. Goes to the free throw line. Tries to pass off to Hall. The ball taken away by Flores. Up ahead comes Andrew Howell. Quan looked like he wanted to shoot one from about 25. Decided not to. Sigmund will. Oh. And he hits a long two. That was about an 18-footer.
Quan for two.
That was Sigmund with the basket.
Oh, Sigmund. Excuse me. He's had that's 6 points for him in this quarter.
27-17. 2 minutes to go in the half. Graham on the right wing. At the free throw line, off to Kuntz. Tries to go inside. The ball deflects, and it's taken away by Barat.
Barat seems to have figured some things out. They've been better defensively since that last time out.
I agree. Now Reeves still with the ball. Graham all over him. Reeves in the lane, shoots off the glass and scoring. That's all Josh Reeves there. That was one tough shot to make. And they made it look relatively easy. Kid's got some talent. There's no doubt about it. Joshua Reeves.
He's now in double figures with 10 points for Barat.
Graham was all over him. And then he ran into a triple team and still scored over him. As it is, Clopton still with the lead, 8 points with 1:28 to go in the first half. Here's Frank on the wing. To the free throw line. Gets it back to Kuntz. The left side, it goes to Hall, back to Kuntz. Talbert back in the game for Clopton. As the shot's put up by Hall from 15, it's no good. Rebound Quan for Barat. Off to Reeves, across the line in a hurry. Lining up a three, Sigmund scores. All of a sudden, that kid's getting hot. And the lead down to 5 at 27-22.
Sigmund has 9 points just in this quarter.
Keeping Barat Academy in this. Hammett having trouble. Quan hounding him. Hammett on the floor, drives around a screen, and then the ball taken away by Flores.
Yes, Barat made the right adjustments.
They've taken away, 3 times in a row?
Yes. Took them through halfway the second quarter, but I think they've gotten something figured out.
Now Flores bounces it off his foot in the quick hands of Talbert. He picks it up, feeds it over to Hall, has to go to the corner to pick one up. 10 seconds on the clock. Clopton should take it easy here. They still have 7. Now they work it with Frank at the high post. They'll kick it back out, and that should wind it down. They do not get a shot off. Well, they do, but it's a wild one at the halftime buzzer. Clopton led by as many as 12, and at the half they lead by 5, 27-22. Invite you to stay tuned. We have our State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, sponsored by local agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. We'll be back with that next here on thepeoplestribune.com.
The law office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the law office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
High school basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Lynn's Heritage House, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by Pike County Title Company, Orff Construction, Center Locker Service, and the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club. More hoops are coming up from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, we've got a very competitive game going here. I think probably the most competitive game of the tournament so far is the 4th-seeded Clopton Hawks have a 5-point lead over the number 5 seed Barat Academy Eagles. Here in the finale of our men's opening round action. Earlier tonight, Monroe City, the number 1 seed, defeated Silex 56-15, and the number 2 seed Louisiana Bulldogs defeated Wright City 60-24. Wellsville, seeded number 3, currently playing Winfield over at the Old Gym, and as we mentioned here at the half, 27-22 in favor of the Hawks. April, this one kind of back and forth. The Hawks built up if I remember, I think
I would say through the first 3 quarters of the half. it was like about the 4-minute mark of the second quarter when Barat called that timeout, and at that point they were trailing 25-15.
Right.
And I can't even really recognize the adjustment that they made, but all of a sudden they got rid of this what I call a neutral zone trap, because Clopton was just really shutting them down with that. Plus, Clopton was out rebounding them, and then now in that little bit of time, Will Sigmund helped bring Barat right back into this game. But they rebounded better. They created 3 turnovers right there in a row, and the big difference on this, as far as, when you look at the statistics, is Clopton has made 12 trips to the free throw line, whilst Barat has made 1 trip.
It makes a difference.
It makes a big difference. And Clopton has delivered at the line. They're 11 for 12, and Barat is 0 for 1.
Wow. I knew they were hot. 11 out of 12, though. That's exceptional free throw shooting tonight. So Craig Smith preaching the defense. They're going to have to keep the defense up and get a little offense here to go with it. But I'm like you. The first, other than the last 3 minutes or so of the first half, it seemed like Clopton really ought to have an even bigger lead than they had.
Right.
And so now when it's a 5-point lead, that feeling is really reinforced here. Mm-hmm. But what's your feelings here? You think Clopton will be able to pull this one out then?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I think Craig will, Coach Craig Smith will make adjustments. I know that there's a defense first attitude. Obviously, there's not just one defensive method. So I think he'll just keep changing it up, and it'll be up to Barat, since they're the one trailing, to make the right adjustments and do it faster. If it took them essentially, 12 minutes to make an adjustment in the first half, they'll have to be quicker on their feet in the second half.
And here's my feeling too. I think that the Hawks are ahead, even though Talbert, has about 4 points.
Talbert, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you find a way to get him more involved he's the star of this team. I don't care what anybody says. So you get him involved here, and we haven't really seen much of him yet, on the offensive end at least.
And I mean, if Barat keeps up this fouling and keeps putting Clopton on the line, right now they're 11 for 12 from the line, and a lot of games are decided at the free throw line, and it looks like Clopton's put themselves in a good position.
Hawks lead by 5 at the half. We'll take a break here on the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. We'll be back. We'll take a look at those first half numbers next. This is Clopton tournament coverage on TribCast.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Louisiana, Bowling Green, and Clopton schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
Time to bring you the scoring update for the first half, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at youngenterprisesinc.com.
All right. Well, it was Clopton outscoring Barat in the first quarter, 15-9, led by 7 points from Landon Hall. He had a three-pointer and went 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And then in the second quarter, it was the Will Sigmund show for Barat. He scored 9 points of their 13 as they edged out Clopton 13-12. For this halftime score of 27-22 for Barat. It's Joshua Reeves who actually leads things with 10 points, and then Will Sigmund with those 9, and Micah Kuhn with 3 points. And for Clopton, Landon Hall leads with 7 points, all 7-0s in that first quarter. And then 5 points apiece for Kevin Hammett and Scott Kuntz, 4 points apiece for Mark Frank and Stephen Talbert, and 2 points for Jamin Graham.
That's your scoring update, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Stop by and see them in person or visit youngenterprisesinc.com. That's your State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime report. We're just a minute away from the start of the second half. The second half start is next on TribCast.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agriculture equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
As we start the second half, our second half start brought to you by LaCrosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to start your next home improvement project at a location close to you. LaCrosse Lumber Company getting the job done. Trailing by 5, Barat Academy will have the ball first. And we are underway. Who's going to advance into the championship semifinal? The Hawks lead by 5 as we get started here in the second half. Reeves out to Quan. Flores way out high into Sigmund. He's going to be called for traveling. He stuck a shoulder into the defensive guy and pushed back, and he got called for the foul, or for the travel. Excuse me. So 15 seconds in, Clopton. And there's a travel. Now double dribble called on Kevin Hammett. Kevin caught in between there, didn't know whether to pass or keep going, and he got caught.
So basically it's a redo.
Yeah.
Let's start this all over again.
Reeves with Frank on him. Hall rather on him. That shot's no good as he drove in. Rebound, Hall has it. Landon Hall on the left wing beyond 3. He can shoot from there if he wants. Nope, he's going to drive in. Now kick it back. Stephen Talbert. Bounce pass to Scotty Kuntz. Kuntz at the free throw line, back to Talbert. Talbert out top, over to Frank. Frank on the right wing to the free throw line. Out on top it comes to Kuntz. Kuntz looks inside, nothing there, goes on the wing. The pass to Hammett, recovered. Now gets it off to Talbert. Talbot fakes the shot from 3 out on the right side of the key, then gets it off to Hall. Hall back to Kuntz. He's beyond 3. They're going to give him the shot if he wants it. Nobody will take it. Frank inside the arc, now back out. Now drives down the middle of the lane, kicks it off. Here's a long shot by Hall from 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. Quan has the rebound for Barat. Quan across the line on the dribble, hands it off to Reeves. Joshua Reeves now stands there. He's got the lights that light up on the back of his shoes. Or is that just tinsel? It's just tinsel, isn't it? It's not really lights.
Right.
Pretty fancy, though, nonetheless. Too cool for this town. He threw it away, and Clopton has the ball back. Nobody scored yet. We played almost 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Ready for some hoops. Kuntz, he's cut off. Hammett in the corner. Back out on the wing to Hall. Hall down to the baseline. He puts his shoulder into Sigmund. I think Sigmund's going to get called for the foul. That's right.
That'll be his second. Team's first of the second half.
Stops the action. What do we got?
He's got to tie his glittery shoes.
Oh, I see.
Joshua Reeves.
All right, now we're ready. Frank inbound quickly. Hall underneath has it stripped away by Quan. Then they bounce it off of Hall.
Oh, boy, this has just been matching turnovers.
27-22. That was our halftime score. Johnson into the ball game. Big guy drives it in and can't hit the shot. Gets his own rebound, now lost it. Picked up by Talbert. Steven on the run. He'll circle the wagons, come back out top. Gets it off to Kuntz, who wants a 17-footer. Swish. Scotty Kuntz. There you go. That's our first points of the third quarter. 29-22, Hawks by 7. Now Sigmund all the way in. Can't hit the shot. He went in too far. Rebound to Kuntz. Kuntz everywhere. Here he comes again. Gets it off to Frank. Over to Hall. Hall on the baseline will bring it out to the wing on the dribble. Now to the top. Gets it to Kuntz. Bounce pass in the middle. Talbert right back. Kuntz for a 3. That's no good. Talbert rebounds. He can't score. Hall has it. He scores. Landon Hall. 3 cracks at it. And Clopton hit the third time. It was a charm. 4:52. We got timeout on the floor. 31-22. Clopton by 9 on TribCast.
Take your grocery list to County Market in Bowling Green, Louisiana and Vandalia and save on the freshest produce, deli, bakery, and meats. Everything you need for a kid's lunch, dinner for one, or a feast for the entire family. Savings every day throughout the store. Sign up for a Max card for instant rewards. Download the My County Market app or check out mycountymarket.com for coupons and more. Enjoy the game and visit County Market in Bowling Green, Louisiana and Vandalia. We value fresh, we value family, we value you.
Well, defense, that's what Coach Smith preaches. That's what he's getting here. He's held this very good Barat Academy team scoreless for about, well, a little over 3 minutes. Barrow with the ball after the timeout. Reeves into front court, lobs it into Sigmund. Now down low, there's Johnson. He hits the easy layup. Jordan Johnson for Barrow. Lead at 7, 31-24. Mark Frank over on the side brings it to the top, now to Talbert. Steven trying to draw him out. A little four-corner here going.
Yeah, they're spread out. Oh, my goodness.
A little early for this, man. A little early for this. Working with it. Landon Hall wide open underneath. Wow. There's Talbert. There's a reason for everything, you know what? They lured him into that. Talbert wide open under the bucket. Now he needs some more defense. Reeves guarded by Hall. Flores jumps out on top. denied the ball. Quan wants a three. That's short. And there with the rebound, Mark Frank. Frank up the sideline. Oh, he lost it. He wanted to pass it. Went off his hip. Reeves takes it in and scores on the right-hand layup. Joshua Reeves. 33-26. Talbert for the Hawks over on the far side. They're going to draw him out again, I think. No. Hammett open from the corner, doesn't shoot. Tried to go through the middle. The ball ends up in the hands of Scotty Kuntz, and he tried to save it but threw it away as he was in traffic down there as he was hitting the floor. So Barat gets it back, trailing by 7. Reeves gets away from that half-court trap. Passes it down low to Sigmund. Now to Flores from the corner. His three. It's no good. Reeves rebound underneath. Johnson scores. Jordan Johnson, right place, right time, and a nice feed from Reeves before it went out of bounds. The lead back down to 5 at 33-28. Again, the Hawks spread it out. Talbert drives inside, tries to score with a left-hand layup, and it's out of bounds off of Steven. So now, Barat with a chance to get within 3, maybe 2, if they could hit a 3-point shot.
So far, 2 of their players have proven they can hit them.
Reeves has it taken away by Graham. Now Talbert, nice pass up ahead. Frank under the bucket, can't hit the shot. Another shot tried there by Lockhart. He couldn't hit it. Now coming back the other way, we're going to have a whistle. We're going to have a foul on Graham.
That'll be his first.
2:14 to go here in the third. We got us a ball game. It's 33-28. Flores accepts the pass.
Tiptoe.
Toes the line at half court and gets it off to Reeves for 3. Bang! There it is. Oh, my. And the lead is down to 2. That was a 3-ball, wasn't it?
Yes.
It'll be 33-31. They got 30 on the board, but it should be 31.
That was Reeves that shot that.
Reeves. Now Talbert back the other way. He's got a tray. Stephen Talbert. 36-31. Here's a steal by Graham. Over to Frank. Layup. No good, but he's fouled. They called a foul on Micah Quan.
That's his second. They still have not changed that scoreboard.
No, I know that was a 3. It was way out there. And the shot is no good by Frank.
I'm leaving it 36-31 on our scoreboard till
Frank hit that one to make it 37-31. It was 30. They had 28.
Yep.
And they hit a 3-point shot, so it should be 31.
You're right.
Quan dishes off down low, and the shot's put in by Johnson. This kid's amazing. It's 37-33. 1 minute to go here in the third period. Hawks have been very patient on offense for the most part. Again, they're going to spread it out a little bit and look for somebody open down low. Talbert, he's going to drive inside, gets it to Lockhart. He lost it off his foot, and it's picked up by Reeves. Here come the Eagles. Reeves to the hole, can't hit the shot. And luckily, rebounding for the Hawks is Lockhart.
Micah Quan's going to pick up his third foul.
Well, I don't know, April. It don't look like they're going to change that score, so.
And Barat is not, so far, has not questioned it.
keep an eye on that.
I will.
We'll see what happens there. I think it's 37-33. 28 seconds to go here in the quarter. Talbert goes in against Flores, decides not to shoot, backs out to the corner. Now to the wing, pulls up. Lets one go from 8, and he knocks it down. Stephen Talbert. Boy, he got a nice looking shot. 39-32, 10 seconds on the clock. Johnson to Quan. He'll put it up. Nope. And a rebound to Clopton. That'll do it for the third quarter of play. Scoreboard says 39-32. We'll go with that for the moment. We're at the end of 3 quarters here at the Clopton Invitational. Back with fourth quarter in a moment on TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, John and Kathy Beach, Ryan V. Bibb, and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
This is the sound of everyday engine threats unleashing their wrath on your engine. Now, this is the sound of Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline, providing the best total engine protection you can get. Period. Think all premium fuels are the same? Think again. Choose Shell V-Power Nitro Plus today.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Time for a scoring update brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Akey and Kent Feeds, Ask Grow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
Well, for Clopton, Stephen Talbert now leads things with 11 points, and Landon Hall has 9. And for Barat Academy, it is Joshua Reeves with 14 points and Will Sigmund with 9.
There's your scoring update through 3 from Young Enterprises Incorporated, New Hartford. Clopton out front with it, Hammett. Over to Frank. Frank on the right wing in the corner to Graham. Jamin now on the floor with the dribble. Out top it comes to Frank, over to Talbert for 3. Gay's got it. Stephen Talbert now warming up. Maybe they're saving the best for last, huh?
Well, Talbert had 7 points in that last quarter as they scored 12. They outscored Barat 12-10. So
now it's a 10-point lead at 42-32. Quan out high right side, gets it off to Johnson. Back to Quan. Quan drives down the right side of the lane, puts it up. He scores.
No, offensive foul.
Offensive foul. All right. He's got several now, doesn't he?
That's 4 for him.
So the Hawks with a 10-point lead, a chance to stretch it here with 6:53 to go in the contest. Here's Talbert. He's been heating it up of late, gets it to Graham. Graham on the left wing out front, Talbert. Looks to go inside, nothing there, passes outside to Frank. Frank on a high post to Locker, down to Talbert, reverse layup, good, and a foul. Oh my! What a shot by Stephen Talbert, who's taken over this game.
Big time.
Sigmund on the foul. Will Sigmund commits his third.
Yep.
Now their big guy, Flores, comes back in. He'll replace Andrew Howell. Well, Talbert missed the free throw, got his own rebound, puts it up, missed it. He'll go back to the free throw line.
Called that on Joshua Reeves. That's his third.
Steven.
Team 6, and Clopton sits there with just 1 team foul.
Wow.
He
hit that one. So Talbert makes it 45-32. That's a 13-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Hawks. Looking good again here all of a sudden. That one's no good, and a rebound to Reeves. Quan up ahead to Sigmund. Back to Quan. Now Johnson lets one fly. Good from 3-point range. See if they give him three. Yeah, they did. Let's cheat him again. 45-35. Talbert out front. Now between the leg.
There's that star pattern.
Yeah.
Corner, whatever. I watch hockey.
Neutral zone trap. I kind of got that, you know. Still half-court trap in basketball. Same thing, you know. I love hockey myself. It's fun. Not like you guys do, though. You are fanatics.
That is where the term fan is derived.
Absolutely. Missed by Johnson. There's another shot by Quan. No good. Johnson again. He scores. Well, that cat's pretty good. Jordan Johnson. And we're going to have a timeout. With the lead of 45-37 for Clopton, the coach for Barat, Mr. Tom Flores, decides to call a timeout. So with 5.5 to go in the fourth, we'll be back. This is TribCast.
Did you know you can find the answers to your personal health care questions and get the results of your medical tests, all from the comfort of your own home and all from Hannibal Clinic? It only takes a few seconds and you're signed up for our patient portal. Just go to HannibalClinic.com and you're on the way. It's so convenient and completely secure and confidential. Sign in and start enjoying the convenience of your own patient portal today. Hannibal Clinic, where the patient comes first.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Getting down to crunch time here in this one, 5.5 to play. 8-point lead. It's anybody's ball game still. Although Clopton and Stephen Talbert have turned it up a notch here in this fourth quarter. Talbert with the ball in the corner to Graham. Down low, Hammett turns around and scores. About 6 foot out on the left baseline. Kevin Hammett, 10-point lead, 47-37, as Reeves comes back for Barat. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson keeps his foot on the floor somehow. Sigmund wants a three. It's way short. Ends up to Quan. Sigmund now to Johnson. He drives down the lane, puts one up. Can't hit the shot. Flores over the back. Nothing called. And they say it's going to belong to Clopton. Here we go. Clopton's ball.
I was listening to there was some irritated people. I like to listen to the crowd sometimes.
Do not like it when they start throwing Pepsi bottles and magazines.
Especially when we're at state.
You remember that, do you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do too. Now we got another timeout. This one called by Coach Smith. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take time too. 47-37, Clopton on TribCast.
If you buy electricity from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you're more than a customer. You're a member too. What does that mean? It means you have a say in how things run. It means you have equity in Quiver River when there's money left after expenses each year. It means that helping you save electricity is important because we're in this together. It means you have more than safe, reliable energy. You have power. You have people. Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those they serve. CUIVRE.com.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Landon Hall to throw it in for Clopton after the timeout. Gets it to Graham. Graham works against Quan. Pass off to Hall. Hall with Sigmund on him. Man-to-man defense here for Barat. Hall gets around his man and takes it in and scores. He just ate Will Sigmund's lunch. There's no doubt about it. Beautiful driving a layup for Hall. 12-point lead, 49-37. Reeves. Sigmund wants a three from the corner, and he's got it. So he comes right back, nails a three to bring him back within 9. Now Hall across the time stripe for the Hawks.
Sigmund had he had 9 points, but he scored them all in that second quarter. Clopton held him scoreless in the third.
Hall lost it. Reeves picks him clean. He drives in and scores. And all of a sudden, it's back down to a 7-point advantage for Clopton. Still 3:30 to go in the ball game. Lockard hands it backwards to Talbert, who'll bring it across the line. Oh, and a blocking foul is going to be called here on number 44, and he sent Lockard down to the ground in a hurry.
That is foul number 7, first on Colin Hodges.
So we'll be shooting 1-1 here. Colin Lockard will.
This will be his first trip to the line.
Barat won't go away. Clopton gets them where you think the game might be over, and doggone it, they come clawing back. Lockard's free throw is good. He'll get another as he earns the bonus. 8-point game, 50-42. Lockard eyes it, shoots it, and he missed it. And a rebound. Hall has it for the Hawks. Out to Talbert, and they'll reset. Eat some more time off this clock. It's down to 3:15. Talbert dribbling out high. He said, come on, Flores. Take it if you can. I don't think it's going to happen. Look at this. Down the lane, off to Graham. Oh, and Jamin can't handle the pass. Whew, I'm telling you. Talbert did all the work. Graham was wide open. He couldn't handle the pass. So a turnover at 2:56. Hawks are going to put on the press. Quan into backcourt. Works against Hall into front court. Goes over on the left side to Johnson. High post pass to Reeves. Back to Quan. Quan to Johnson. He wants a three. Nope, he didn't shoot. Thought he fooled me. Then a pass stolen away by Talbert. Should have shot it. Now Graham. Down to Hall. Lockard is fouled.
It's going to be foul number 4 on Jordan Johnson.
Jordan Johnson, he's played some high-quality minutes off that bench.
All in the second half.
So let's see what Colin can do from the line this time. He hit 1 out of 2 a moment ago. And he nails that one. 51-42 the score.
They're 15 and 20 from the line, Clopton, at this point.
Second shot, it's no good. And the ball off of Johnson, stripped away from behind by Hall. Landon with 2:20 to go. He's fouled. This will be Sigmund. He may be out of there. Or is that his 4th?
That's his 4th.
Okay.
So Jordan Johnson, Will Sigmund, and Micah Kuhn, each with 4 fouls. Quan. Why can't I say that right?
I think you're thinking Star Trek or something. Kuhan.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I can't seem to get my head around that name.
Hall hits the free throw.
I shouldn't say anything, but that is 5 in a row for, or he's had 5 trips to the line, and he's 5 for 5, for crying out loud.
Yeah, no jinx at all. He hit another. 53-42. It's an 11-point lead. We're down to 2:15 to go in the game, and Johnson's got the ball. To Quan, wide open for a 3. No. High for the rebound, Lockard for the Hawks, and a reach-in foul on Flores.
That'll be his 2nd.
Stops the clock at 2:07. I think we're going to be shooting a lot of free throws here in the last 2 minutes.
Now, it's not terribly smart to put Clopton on the line.
Not tonight, the way they're knocking them down. Colin Lockard back up there. And again, he hits the first of the two.
$18 for 24 right now.
Here's the second, and it's no good.
Doggone it.
He's got a good pattern going. Anyway, a consistent pattern. It's not necessarily good, but Reeves now for Bear Academy. They need some points in a hurry. We're under 2 minutes to go. Quan, he'll fire one. Oh, and it's blocked. Blocked by Lockard. Little 15-footer, and Lockard got him good. Talbert across the line. Flores jumps out on him, pushes him, and this will send Talbert to the line.
That's number 3 on Flores. And that's 10. Or was it 10 last time? I think I've lost count.
Stephen Talbert. The shot's on the way. It's no good. We're down to minute 42. Substitutes for the Hawks. Dylan Butler is in. 6'6" junior. Hammett out. And number 11, Parker Edmonston. Into the ballgame, Landon Hall out. Talbert gets 1 out of 2 from the line on that trip. 55-42. A minute 38 to go. Reeves bumped. They're going to call a foul on Clopton.
Beyond Stephen Talbert. That'll be his second.
Stops the clock with a minute 32. Sigmund to throw it into Johnson. He wants Reeves, finds him. And now Reeves sets it up. They need to hurry up a little bit here. They're down by 13. Here he goes to the hole, and he runs over the defense. That's an offensive foul, or is it?
No.
Blocking
he said
foul.
A blocking foul.
Okay, well. Scotty Koontz was there. He took one for the team. Ended up on his back.
Mm-hmm.
As it is, it's a three-point opportunity here for Reeves. He's got it. The lead's 10 for Clopton. Timeout, Barat. 1:21 to go. Hawks by 10 on TribCast.
Pike County Home Health can provide skilled home health services for homebound patients of Pike County. I'm Peggy Summers. Our agency offers a team approach with a registered nurse coordinating needed services. Home health services include skilled nursing, home health aid, social services, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and a certified diabetic program. We do dressing changes, IV therapy, monitor medications, do diabetic foot care, and many other services.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Barrett came in with a record of 7-2. They're about to taste their third defeat of the year. If the Clopton Hawks can hang on here, the final minute 13. Hawks have the lead and the ball and a foul. We'll stop the clock with 1:09.
It's going to be the fourth for Kenny Flores.
And it'll be Scott Koontz at the line here for Clopton.
Koontz is 3 for 4 so far.
Shots up and no good. Johnson back in, so is Mike Kwan. Andrew Howell checks out, so does Colin Hodges. Kuntz with the second free throw. This one is good. So he's 1 out of 2. 11-point lead with 1:05 to go. Underneath Johnson, wide open, scores. Reeves to Johnson. Now the Hawks bring it into front court. Mark Frank to Kuntz. He's fouled. Micah Kwan got him.
That'll be his 5th.
And it's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity. Nope, 2-shot foul. 2 shots coming up as they're in the bonus. Double bonus, if you will. And Aaron Hall off the bench for Kwan, his first appearance of the night. Hall, the 5'9" senior for Barat Academy. 50 seconds left in the game. The free throw is good by Kuntz. Makes it a 10-point lead, and he'll have another one. 3 bounces, the shot's up, and in and out, no good. Again, they're 1 for 2. I think it's going to be good enough tonight, though, to get it done. As Reeves will have to put one up in a hurry. No, it's stolen away. Kuntz. And a reach-in foul. They grabbed him, and that's Flores. That's an intentional foul, if you want to know the truth. They won't call it that way, but it was. And that's his 5th. So the big 6'6" fella is out of the game. Kuntz will be back at the free throw line. And they're going to send in Andrew Howe to replace Flores. Couple here pretty well do it, I think. 39.7 on the clock. Shot's good. Scotty Kuntz. Next one, it's good. He sank them both that time. 12-point lead, 38 seconds.
Oh.
Sigmund looking for Reeves. They find him over there. They need a 3. He's going to drive it instead. They let him go, and Reeves scores. Right-hand layup, 22 seconds. They foul in the backcourt. That's Reeves.
That's his 4th.
And we're down to 21 seconds. Who's going to shoot this time? Mark Frank.
He's 3 for 4 from the line. The team is 23 for 33 so far.
Okay, so what's that percentage, man?
Are you kidding me? You're the math man.
No, I'm not. He missed it, so we're now 23 of 34. When we get to 50, I'll be able to tell you a pretty good percentage. When they get to
my goodness.
50
I keep
shots.
forgetting to move the camera down.
Well, it's been a long night. That one's good. So Frank makes it 60-49. Last hurrah here perhaps for Barat. Nope, it's going to be another shot for Kuntz. He's got the breakaway layup, and he scores. Scott Kuntz had himself a night, hadn't he?
Yes.
Very, very good night. That's going to be the ball game. 62-49. The Clocks are victorious in this opening round action over Barat Academy. 62-49. We invite you to stay tuned. We've got the Sterling Lumber Company TribCast postgame coming up next.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
Winter wind is upon us. No need to shiver in the cold inside. Stop by your local La Crosse Lumber Company and check out their complete line of new construction and replacement windows and doors. Matte and blown-in insulation to cut down on those high heating bills and help your family feel warm and cozy all season long. Getting the job done. La Crosse Lumber Company in Bowling Green, Louisiana, Vandalia, and Clarksville, where project pricing and blueprint service are always available.
Since 1949, Sterling Lumber Company of Louisiana has been proud to serve the area, buying all species of standing timber. With the help of its hard-working employees, Sterling Lumber Company is looking forward to generations of success in the future. Ever-growing, Sterling Lumber Company now has 4 sawmills to better serve you. Give Sterling Lumber a call for more information. Remember, they buy all species of standing timber and will pay 100% before cutting. Sterling Lumber, Highway 54 West, Louisiana.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
It's time for the Sterling Lumber TribCast postgame, brought to you by Sterling Lumber in Louisiana, the worldwide leader in ground protection matting and environmental access.
Well, the closest Barat Academy could get to the Hawks in the game was 5 points. They led by as many as 12 and ended up with a 62-49 win. So actually they led by more than 12, didn't they? They led by 13 at the end. But a nice win here for Clopton. They go to 5-3. With the win, Barat Academy drops to 7-3 with the loss. Now this will put Clopton into the championship semifinal, and they will take on Monroe City Thursday night at 5:30 here at the new gym. Meanwhile, Barat falls into the consolation round. They'll go against Silex. That'll be 5:30 Thursday over at the old gym. So good news all around. Let's go ahead and check our scoring report, and then we're going to try to get an interview here, I think, a little bit later. Scoring report brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at youngenterprisesinc.com.
All right, let's see here. It was Clopton getting out to the early lead over Barat in the first quarter, 15-9, and then Barat kind of came back there in that second quarter, 13-12. But Clopton was 11 for 12 from the free throw line after the first half, and that was kind of the story there. In the third quarter, Clopton edged out Barat 12-10, and then outscored them 23-17 in that fourth and final quarter. An interesting note, Clopton had 7 players on the scoreboard, while Barat only had 4 players on the scoreboard, and one of those only had 1 basket. So I think that kind of, show. And then obviously they had 3 players foul out of the game, and Clopton ended up going 24 for 35 from the line. For Barat, it was Joshua Reeves with 21 points to lead the way. Jordan Johnson contributed 13 points, all in that in that second half. Will Sigmund had 12 points, and Micah Kwan had 3 points to round things out. I finally got his name right. And for Clopton, it was Stephen Talbert with 18 points tonight. Scott Coons and Landon Hall each had 13 points. It was 7 points for Kevin Hammett, 6 for Mark Frank, 3 for Colin Lockard, and 2 for Jamin Graham.
Okay, there's your scoring update brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at youngenterprisesinc.com. Young Enterprises bringing you the scoring report each game here on TribCast this season. Well, congratulations to Coach Craig Smith. Coach, win here in the opener of the Clopton tournament for you. I know that makes you very happy. Have we got this thing on? I can't hear him.
can't hear myself.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
That made somebody a lot of money, that phrase right there, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it did. Yeah, it did. So a good win here over a tough Barat team.
Yeah. I mean, it's first game after the break is always tough. In our gym, I was hoping we'd come out with a little bit more energy. Just seemed like the place was dead tonight, so I told the kids we had to create our own energy and try to get ourselves going. I think they did a better job of that in the second half.
I was worried there whether Talbert would ever get going or not, but he ended up with 18 to lead the way tonight, and so we were very happy with his performance. But I tell you who I was impressed with, Scott Kuntz had himself a really, really good ball game, and Landon Hall also did great tonight, I thought.
Yeah, I think we had a good contribution from all of them. They started sagging off on defense. We wanted to go screen and roll and look to post Steven and those other post guys up, but they executed their game plan defensively and sagged way off, so we had to kind of change things up and try to draw them out, and eventually they did, and we were able to get some easy shots for those other guys.
With about 3 minutes, I think, to go in the first half, they called timeout. You guys were going at it pretty good, but all of a sudden they started taking away. I don't know what they did different defensively, but they stopped you 3 or 4 times down here and came back to cut the lead, I think, to 5 or something.
Yeah.
Before you stretched out again.
Yeah, they were sagging off on our opposite post. We like to screen and roll on one side. We'll clear the floor on the other side. Well, when we swung it, they were sagging way off of our big guys, and Steven and Scott and them. And it's one of those things that it's not shots that I don't want, but it's when we're not making them, we got to swing the ball. I wanted the ball on both sides of the floor and put the pressure on them to come guard us. I think we took some shots that normally weren't ones that we'd take, and sometimes they're as good as turnovers. So it was allowed them to get back in the ball game there for halftime.
And the press was very effective. I know you're preaching defense first this year, and the guys are kind of buying into that.
Oh, yes. So. Yep, definitely. I mean, we were able to get some easy turnovers. They threw the ball away and get it back. But, yeah, I mean, we're going to, our offense gets going with our defense. I mean, if we play some good defense, we're gonna put ourselves in a good position to win.
I got to ask you about this. Before the game, we saw Talbert over on the sideline doing handstands.
He was? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's doing handstand, and so we wondered if maybe he was trying to incorporate that into his game somehow. Where he'd do a handstand down here on a baseline or something, accept a pass and catch it between his legs.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I would have to ask him about that. But
he's been at practice. I thought maybe he'd be at cheerleading practice doing that stuff. I don't know.
Well, I was wondering. I thought I'd check with you on that. Yeah. So, but you don't know anything about that?
I have not. No, didn't even see it.
Okay.
I'll have to ask him about that.
Do the Clopton folks here have a balance beam by any chance?
No, not that I know.
No
of.
balance beam.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Just curious.
Starting up gymnastics next year, I guess.
Yeah, we can do some tumbling.
There you go.
Hey, you got Monroe City now. Them guys are tough, man.
Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah.
They're tough.
You haven't played them yet this year, have you?
No, we have not.
Okay. But you've had plenty of experience with them in the past, right?
We played him in the past. Idris, he coaches his teams well. He's always got some real good athletes, and it's no different this year. So I mean they're going to be tough. I mean they're on a pretty good winning streak themselves. So I mean I think it's going to be a good ball game.
Louisiana won tonight. They beat Wright City 60-24. We don't know what the number 3 seed did. Wellsville.
I think Wellsville beat Wright City.
Yeah. Okay.
Or beat Winfield. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the score was, though.
So the seedings have all pretty well held up to par so far.
Yep, they're pretty well held up. Hopefully they don't hold up on Thursday night, though.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, listen, congratulations. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you on Thursday.
Yep.
And we'll get you a win over Monroe City. How's that?
There you go.
I guess you had a nice Christmas and all, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I had a great one. How about yourself?
Yeah, all the kids had a great Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay.
Yep. I appreciate it.
Well, you're the defending champion, so we gotta fight.
There you go. We're gonna see what happens.
Okay,
give it our best.
Coach Craig Smith, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that is Coach Smith with our post-game interview. We appreciate that very much here on the Sterling Lumber Company TribCast post-game. April, let's take a little bit of a break. Let's take a break, and we'll be back and wrap this up in just a moment. This is TribCast.
High school basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Abel's Quick Shops, Dieter's Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, by Cole Chiropractic Center, Airco Convenience Stores in Bowling Green in Louisiana, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Pepsi-Cola Bottlers of Bowling Green, and by Bowling Green Lumber Company. More hoops are coming up from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
This is the Sterling Lumber TribCast postgame, brought to you by Sterling Lumber in Louisiana. Since 1949, focused on efficiency, safety, and exceptional performance.
After a Clopton win, 62-49 here on the Sterling Lumber Company TribCast postgame, one further bit of business we need to do, and that is to announce tonight's Community State Bank TribCast Player of the Game, brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, serving their neighbors since 1887. And here with the announcement, Miss April Froenig.
Well, we were impressed with Scott Kuntz's effort all night tonight. He put in 13 points for the Hawks and was 7 for 10 from the free throw line. So he is tonight's player of the game.
And he was a hoss on defense, too. I mean, a hoss.
Yes.
So, Scott Kuntz, congratulations. You are tonight's Community State Bank TribCast Player of the Game, brought to you by Community State Bank of Bowling Green and Troy, online at c-s-b.com. So again, in case you missed it, we'll run through the scores one more time. Monroe City over Silex, 56-15. Clopton 62, Barat 49. Louisiana defeated Wright City 60-24. Wellsville, we understand, defeated Winfield over in the other gym, but we don't know the final on that. We'll have that for you a bit later on. We're back to girls action tomorrow. Here's the schedule. At the Dale Miller Gymnasium here, the new gym at 5:30. Clopton, top seeded and undefeated, will play Ellsbury. At 7 o'clock here at the new gym, it'll be Monroe City and Silex. Over in the old gym at 5:30, Wellsville Winfield. Won't have any coverage on that for you, but we will have the Louisiana Wright City game from the old gym at 7 o'clock. So that's it. For April Froenig, Mark Froenig, Jerry Hickerson, and Bennett, and for all the TribCast crew, Chuck Branstetter saying good night from the 21st Annual Clopton Invitational Tournament.